ladies and gentlemen. That is really bad.
Well, there's a few things I do have to fix it up. Hold on a little bit. Dun 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 dun. Gosh, alrighty then. Hello everyone. My name is Kiribaka and I'm your host and your boy with a voice here to entertain you and may or may not have no idea what I'm doing with this voice. Yeah, I am a little bit tired today, but no, don't worry, my voice won't be constantly low. I'll try my best to pitch it up as much as possible. If you guys don't know, this is actually not my actual voice. Not my actual voice. I do sound as normal daily because my family never heard my lower tone voice. Even they hear it, they just assume that I just pretend to sound sexy. So I just normally don't use this voice. It's just that weird for them. So I just never really use it. But either way. Hello to everyone. My name is Kiribaka and I'm your host and your voice with the voice here to entertain you and may not have already repeat this opening over and over again because I do think that there is no audience in here at the moment, and at this specifically moment, somebody joins in, somebody says hello, somebody say hi, and I'm gonna say hi back. There's so many things to do today. Do you believe in me that what I can help you to achieve today? I will be drinking a little bit things for today that I will help you all smooth night to sleep. I will tell everyone a happy good dream. A happy night. Hello there, whoever managed to drop in. Hi there, good kings. Been a while. Sorry, today my voice is maybe most of the case was just sticking this one. Who knows? Maybe I got enough energy I can pitch up my voice again, but at the moment I'm just a little bit tired. I open up a abiotic server and I play like whole night with my friends. It's like, ooh, I'm just. I do want to wake up much more earlier. I keep saying I want to stream earlier time, but I keep I keep waking up late. Actually, I do have like a alarm clock that like woke me up at like 7 a.m. But I keep sleeping back. Like turn off the things, open some YouTube and try to watch a YouTube a little bit, and then like And then suddenly I woke up. Holy shit! It's already 9. Because here's the thing. I got like a fail safe. Like no matter how late I woke up, it will always be around like 9:30. Because I have a fail safe to kind of like wake me up. Malaysia is a fucking hot place, okay? Especially in the like early morning. Equator line, you know. So I set a alarm clock, not alarm clock. I set a timer on my air conditioners. It will turn off at 9. I would just naturally wake up from the heat itself. That is literally how I woke up. I should adjust the air conditioner timer to be even more earlier, so it would force me to wake up uncomfortably. And besides, I've been doing lots of like physical exercise. Like it does make my body a little bit much more like tired. I have strength now, but it's just tired. It's weird. Like I haven't like do a lot of like actually like really straining like exercise for a very very long while, and then due to my back, I'm doing a lot more like physically intense like physiotherapy onto my body, like stretching the muscle, this and that stuff, just to like loosen it up, all those kind of things. You know, I haven't do it like this morning, so I might like do some weird posts later on. But either way, yeah, just those kind of stuff, and my body is infinitely tired for a few days now. But here's the thing, I feel like a lot more people should exercise more, physical exercise. Maybe I'll do like some, you know, exercise stream here and there. Because like I realized that for a guy who never really exercised that much, okay, while my body is like really tired, but I have the strength to move while I'm tired. It's like you feel like your entire body is like very tired, but you still can move with ease. Like back in the days, I'm not feeling tired, I feel like my entire body movement is like really sluggish. Okay? So now even I feel like my muscle is in pain and everything is just, you know, the joint. I have a very bad joint, so I really refrain from like exercise like really hard. It's just because of that. But physiotherapy exercise doesn't really strain the joint that much, so my joint doesn't really hurt. But yeah, it does stretch out and like stress out the muscle a lot. It helps you a lot. It's just that I would say like in some sense like back then I don't understand when people keep like doing like yoga and stuff. They say like core strength. I thought it was just like abdominal like muscle strength. It's like the muscle between the six packs and stuff. Now I kind of like understand what they mean like core strength is actually, you know, we have like three type of like muscle usage. Okay, the explosive strength, the tension strength, and core strength. Okay, basically core strength is just the default setting on your like strength level you can use. I already have like a very like huge amount of like explosive strength and tension strength by birth, but I never really trained my core strength that much, so I get tired easily because I never really have like much to begin with. But I am really strong only for a period amount of time. It's kind of like a stamina training, but not exactly stamina training. It's just that how well your body can handle long-term tasks, or like, you know, just simply like moving your arm. It's not like you're trying to use explosive strength to like punch people, or like, you know, like walking. When we stand up, we use a lot of tension strength. So like our leg have to hold up our entire body, and that is the tension strength. Sound like endurance, but it's not. It's just that our body tense up so much. It's just like a loaded spring. This is why when you practice martial art, like if you practice kick is always the most devastating one, because your leg is always in tension. So when you kind of like, there's a certain few type of kick, it's just it's like a whipping out to use it as like a, you know, your leg to like spring up and kick people, or do the axe kick by you know, like you lift up your leg and then boom, drop down. That is tension, because it kind of like spring and then pull up the muscle, and then suddenly the muscle want to like go down, you just that one. Or you standing still, you just do like, you know, there's those kind of like soccer kicking up. It's like this. The reason like this two kind of kick is like very devastating is because for the leg, for the axe kick one, is always the most devastating one. Your spring, the springiness of your leg and the gravity like mix into it, and also like your gosh dang like ankle and feet. Not ankle and feet. I forgot what they call it. You know, our feet have that part. You know, that one. That one is like really really tough bone. So yeah, and then the one that just kick up high, suddenly like go give like a middle kick or like a high kick, is because like our body, our leg is always like hold up our body. So the leg is always like depends on which is your dominant leg. If you kick it with your dominant leg, that particular leg you are using is holding up like 75% of your weight. 75 to like 70% of your weight most of the time. So the strength is like the, even when it leaves, it still have that like level of powers in there. So it's like you're kicking with like the force that holding your entire body 70%. So it's basically you kicking the force of like 70% of your weight, increased with the tension speed and explosive speed that you do on your kick. So it's like super fucking devastating, kicking is. But obviously, like, depends on which kind of like feet part you'll land, and if you didn't train your bone that well, it just, you know, and you're just going to crack a leg. Just that. I know lots of physical stuff. Really, I don't participate in them a lot. I know it. It's just that I understand my body a lot. Whew. I am thirsty. It is a very hot day today. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. And hold on. Well, you have to do lots of martial art training and like, you know, physical exercise like study to actually know it. Maybe you already learned some taekwondo or some shit. Still, the principle is there. Just not a lot of people go into science of it or like the philosophy of it, because like if you watch anime enough, sometimes they do explain those kind of stuff, but it's not like fully accurate. Even I'm not like that fully accurate too. It's like it's an interpretation of a lot of things for a lot of people. It's a combination of how you're going to use it that much. But core strength is something that really is the default like reserve that you have. You don't get you still can move despite being tired. It's a lot of things. I am tired, but I still can stand and run. Stuff like those. And hold on a little bit. I need to move this thing up. This thing is very important. And need to add an image. Ko-fi, Ko-fi, Ko-fi. Alright, good. Do 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 do. I don't think there's lots of things to watch today. Yeah, let's watch some like funny stuff.
Hola, mi nombre es Carlos y he estado practicando español. Yep, that's about where that stops. I've recently been practicing Spanish again. I previously studied Spanish for like 8 years, ocho años, when I was in school, escuela. And I haven't dusted off that knowledge in well over a decade, and I've recently just had the urge to go back and study it so that way I can hopefully become fluent in Spanish at some point. Ever since Chinese Charles kind of took over on Billy, I really like the idea of being able to speak more than one language again. Chinese Charles really kind of opened my third eye and enlightened me on the fun of being able to speak multiple languages, but I have no knowledge on Chinese, but I do on Spanish, so I figured that was the one that made the most sense for me right now. So, I don't need the Rosetta Stone or anything. I'll just chip away at it, and hopefully we'll see how my Spanish is looking like a year from now. But anyway, that has nothing to do with today's video. I just thought maybe you'd find that cool. Today's video is actually about a wacky woman getting a little bonkers in an Uber.
He's videoing me now.
Yeah, for my safety.
If you feel endangered, I would refer you to call the police.
Now, I don't know who she has on the phone there. Maybe it's fucking Miss Frizzle about to scoot in with the magic school bus. I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is that if you feel in danger, maybe the first thing you should do is get out of the car. So this whole thing has apparently started because she feels unsafe in this Uber. Yet she refuses to leave the Uber. And now she's making calls in the back seat there like it's fucking Deal or No Deal. Just get out of the car. Why would you not remove yourself from the situation you feel unsafe in? You are just keeping yourself planted there. And this guy wants her to get out of the vehicle. He has now started filming for his own safety, which I think is a very smart call from him, because if she starts to try and spin some fib that he was like, you know, scary, mean, angry, you know, threatening her or something, he now has this very clear evidence that he was just sitting there and doing nothing threatening, and that he was actually the one that felt unsafe around her with her fucking lunacy.
So what do you provide as a safety line?
She says she feels unsafe. I'm sitting here, obviously, have my seatbelt on. Nothing's going on. She's sitting back there. She refuses to get out of my vehicle. So I'm recording for my safety.
Is there any store or is there anything in the area that you're in that you can go in and wait for your next Uber driver?
As you can
And
see,
get out of
there's
this driver's
businesses
car
right in front of
or
us.
explain the situation?
You see the businesses.
Exactly. They're not in the fucking back rooms here. They're not in the middle of nowhere. As he just showed you, there is a business right in front of them. She could easily just get out of the vehicle and wait there for the next Uber if she's unsatisfied with this one and feeling unsafe. Why is she just waiting in the vehicle if she feels so unsafe? This is the classic fucking Watchmen moment of, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me. I feel terrible for the Uber driver. Dude just has to sit here and just stew in this weirdo atmosphere she is creating over nothing. Now, to me, and this is just my little tinfoil hat game theory here, my little conspiracy I've cooked up, I feel like this is probably a scheme that she pulls from time to time to avoid paying for an Uber. I feel like she's probably doing this to try and get like a refund through the service. Like, I felt so unsafe, this is unacceptable, I need a refund. Look at this, like, horrible experience I went through, it was traumatic. I couldn't leave the Uber, I was trapped, I was a prisoner in the Uber, I need my money back. That's what I think it is.
She's saying she don't feel safe, but she refuses to get out. She can go right to the business over there. There's chairs. She can sit there with her things and wait for her next Uber.
He's gonna drive off with my packages. I mean, this is like, I've never had this before. I'm pretty surprised that you're not able to provide more assistance other than call the police.
So her concern is that when she gets out of the vehicle, he's going to drive off with her packages. Why would he do that? Like, I don't even know why that would be a thought that would cross his mind, that he would drive off with your packages. He just wants you the fuck out of there. I would guess that he would do anything to get you out of that car. He looks miserable in there. This lady's like a Dementor, sucking all the joy and fun out of life everywhere she goes, it looks like. And I don't know who she's on the phone with. Like, why are you surprised that they can't do more than just refer you to, like, calling 911 if it's an actual emergency? What is she supposed to do? Get the Navy SEALs over there? I'm so curious who she's talking to on the phone there. Like, maybe she got Zordon on the horn and she's hoping that he'll dispatch the Power Rangers over there to save her packages and let her get out of the back seat. Just get out of the fucking car. Anyone would tell you the same. Like, if you feel unsafe, just get out of the vehicle. And if he's trapping you there, call 911. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I have an expensive package in the trunk. If I get out, what if he drives off with it?
Now she's saying I might drive off with her things when I can clearly just take them out
If he's
and place them
asking
over
you
the
to
side.
get out of his car and he's on the phone with the authorities, you could get your package and wait for your next Uber.
But how do I get the package?
You get out of the car, bozo. That's how you get your package. Oh my god, what an infuriating person. He is even saying he can just take her packages and put them over there, take Bikini Bottom and move it over there. He is telling you he will do that. Just say, okay, let's do it.
I need him
Ask
to
him
open the trunk.
to open the trunk.
Okay.
You can ask him to open the trunk.
Well, I'll do that right now. Whatever gets you out of here, I don't care. I'll open it, you get your package, whatever you need to do. I'm going to get her package out of the back because she's scared I'm going to take her package. package is out. Package is right there. I'm right here. I'm getting back into my vehicle.
Once he heard a possible solution to get her the fuck out of that car, he sprung into action. He recognized this was a stalemate on the chessboard, but then heard her talk about this package and was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it myself because she's not leaving, so I'll get the package. He gets it, he sets it on the ground, then the ball is in her court. The rest is in God's hands there. He set the package down, and it's like placing a nut like in the grass or something to like lure a squirrel out to go somewhere. So he's hoping that that'll be enough to get her to finally open that car door and just leave. And thankfully, it was. We got the good ending here. She finally got out of the car. What a baffling interaction. So, she felt unsafe in the Uber. And instead of leaving or anything to try and remedy that situation that she's cooked up in her head, she stays in the Uber. What sense does that make? How do people go about their lives like this?
Zero survivability sense.
Anyway, I just had the app about it. What a weirdo. That's about it. See ya.
Seriously, this is like zero survivability sense. How do they manage to survive this long?
It's that time again where I drop.
You know what? This one I think I seen or heard it before, but I never like watching like Charlie's video about it. It's like Burger King now employ AI to do all the customer service. Yeah, you would say like back in the days, like even if you fail your educations or like you just can't get a job, you still have a backup job as a burger flipper. Okay, you know, like work in Burger King's, McDonald's, like anything's in there. Like at least you got actual job that guarantee you can get. Now, no, even Burger King's employ AI now, so you're fucked.
Drop trousers and plant a stinky one on Burger King. It is unbelievable how often I make fun of this company. I believe they have some of the worst fast food in the world. Your money would be better spent buying rats to eat than their food. It is just absolutely terrible. But the thing that keeps me shooting spitballs at them is they are addicted to awful, awful decisions. They're like the Ubisoft of fast food. They're just incapable of even accidentally stumbling into a good decision for their business, at least in America. Every time I mention this and go on this rant on stream, there's always someone like Clockwork that says, but Charles, that's only in the States. Internationally, Burger King is serving up some high quality cuisine. You know, what's better than serving up smiles? It's like, okay, I guess I can't speak for the quality of Burger King outside of America, but every Burger King in America is a fucking hate crime when it comes to food. It's terrible. It's terrible. And now their most recent announcement is probably their stupidest one yet, which is, that's an accomplishment. That is actually an achievement. I cannot believe Burger King found a way to get stupider, but they did it. That orb of confusion working overtime over there at the Burger King HQ.
Good morning, Patty.
Would you want an AI voice in your headset all day at work, built to assist you,
Looks like the women's restroom needs cleaning.
but also potentially listening in on your interactions with customers?
Thank God, finally! An AI assistant that can jack into the headset of all Burger King employees to act like their fucking mother saying, hey, did you remember to clean the bathroom? Go lick the shitters clean, please. Burger King demands it. And then also monitoring your speech to ensure you are saying please and thank you enough times per day. Excellent. This is what everyone's been begging for. This is probably the most desperate attempt to ham-fist AI into a corporation to try and see any kind of like clawback on money, because I bet Burger King's already lost quite a bit investing in AI and somewhere in their pipeline, so they're like, okay, let's check for please and thank yous, and then anyone who's not, you know, pinky up saying please and thank you to every customer, we'll just fucking fire. And they're trying to frame this as a friendliness coach. My left butt cheek, a friendliness coach, all it's doing is reminding them to do chores and monitoring their speech. It's going to be used as a tool of fear, because if you don't say please and thank you enough, or go, you know, shove your head in the toilet and give yourself a swirly when AI Patty at Burger King tells you to do so, you might lose your job. How is this coaching you in any way, shape, or form? This is outrageous. And also, believe it or not, Burger King's biggest issue isn't the lack of manners and friendliness. Well, you know, it's not because they're devoid of pleases and thank yous. That's not why people avoid Burger King like the plague. It's because they literally serve up the plague on a bun. They serve you sewage. They serve you radioactive sludge. If Burger King wants to improve customer satisfaction, work on your fucking menu, not the pleases and thank yous from your employees.
Well, that's what a new tool at Burger King plans to do, and it's causing quite a stir. The company's chief digital officer telling The Verge the new BK AI, named Patty, was listening for certain words like please and thank you, so managers could see how their staff was performing on friendliness.
The chief digital officer over there at Burger King is a damn clown. Well, this is so fucking stupid. What in tarnation? Imagine everything goes wrong in your life and you unfortunately go to the Burger King drive-thru because every other fast food place is burnt down for some reason. So you're in the Burger King drive-thru and you're communicating with the worker and they just keep saying please over and over and over again. And you pull up to the window and you see sweat pouring down their face. You know, they're fucking panic in their eyes because they've got Patty in their headset threatening their life. If there's not enough pleases in there, they're gonna stop their heart or something, like blow up their brain like it's Suicide Squad. You only said please 15 times during that interaction. I'm sorry, Doug. This is the end of the line. Your fucking head pops.
Burger King providing NBC News with this video showing off the new tool.
Is there anything that needs my immediate attention?
The team's friendliness scores this morning were the highest this week.
Yeah! New record for the friendliness score! We did it, Burger King employees! We're super friendly! Thank you, AI assistant Patty, for keeping everyone in line and coaching us on how to say please and thank you enough. We saved Burger King!
The company telling us in a statement that the tool, listening for keywords, was used in limited pilot restaurants.
This is anonymized data, so it is not tied back to an employee.
Let me interrupt you there. No, it's not. You're full of shit. You're full of fucking dog shit, actually. There's no such thing as anonymized data in the current day and age. Everything you interact with, everything you use, and it's certainly every AI spy that they're jacking into your fucking headset is collecting data. No doubt in my mind. I don't even know why you're bothering to try and spin that baloney. Everyone knows that's not true, brother. What the fuck is even the point in trying to hide it? There's no punishments for it or anything anymore. Just say it with your whole chest. Everyone knows. It's despicable, but that's the state of the world right now.
And it's really a coaching tool. It's about ensuring that we raise the hospitality for the overall restaurant.
The company also saying, we believe hospitality is fundamentally human.
Fundamentally human, you say? Why are you using AI to teach it then? Oh, this hospitality thing, fundamentally human. Which is why we brought in Jarvis over here that can blow up your asshole if you don't say please enough, to teach you how to be human. That makes a lot of sense there, Chief Digital Clown. Good work.
You could call it the friendly wars in retail.
The customer interaction matters. And for evidence of this, just take a look at the success of Chick-fil-A. A lot of people, when they talk about Chick-fil-A, don't actually talk about their chicken sandwiches. They talk about how the employees greet them.
What?
Yeah, if you pay an employee well, they will be very polite on everything. If you make an employee happy, they will give people happy service. Just that alone is the best, rather than waste gosh dang fucking money on the fucking AI. Okay.
What world are you living in, Buster? When people talk about Chick-fil-A, they are often talking about the food. Them having to say, my pleasure, like fucking corporate drones, is not necessarily something people love about the experience. I don't know real human beings, like real non-bot people that go to Chick-fil-A and really feel like butterflies in their tummy and get tingly and excited when they say "my pleasure" when they get served by the Chick-fil-A employee. They are forced to say that. Like, that makes it a non-genuine interaction. That makes it insincere. The reason Chick-fil-A is successful is not because they say "my pleasure," it's because the food is very high quality compared to other options, like fucking Burger King, for example. Like, this is ridiculous. And improving the friendliness score of Burger King isn't the secret ingredient here, the chemical X to save the business, man. There's only like one spot worse on the planet for food than Burger King, and that's Long John Silver's. Like, if you go to Long John Silver's and you try and eat the whole menu, you're basically committing suicide. So that is like the lowest food can go, and Burger King is just barely above that. And no amount of friendliness is going to change people's want to be in Burger King. Like, Long John Silver's could offer you a blowjob every time you walk through the doors, and people probably still wouldn't go if they also had to order food to receive it, because it's not worth it. It doesn't matter how friendly they are. Is it a nice thing if the employees are like really friendly and customers feel like they had a joyful experience or whatever? Yeah, that's cool. Like Culver's, I've always mentioned. Culver's is my favorite fast food place. I think their food is extremely good. And I've only had a positive experience there. Like, the first time I ever went to Culver's, the manager or whatever came up and apologized for the long wait for my fucking chicken tendies, even though it only been like 2 minutes. I didn't even realize I was waiting. Like, I had placed the order, and then I sat on my phone for like what felt like 10 seconds. The guy that came over was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry this took so long. Here's a little gift card for some custard and stuff. I'm super sorry for the wait. It's almost ready." I was like, "Brother, I didn't realize I was waiting. It's no big deal, man." And like, he was super nice, and like every time I've been to Culver's, everyone's been great. But that's not the reason I keep going back. It's because the food is really good. That's just a nice little perk, I suppose. But the food is the reason why I keep going back to Culver's. And that's going to be the same song and dance across the board. And like, the difference is, when it feels organic, it's significantly better when it's forced by Burger King's AI patty that's jacked into their cerebral cortex, forcing them to say please and thank you out of fear for being fired. Like, if you're trying to create a positive atmosphere, it should probably start with the employees, I would say, more so than the customers. If the employees are happy and having fun, the friendliness score might just naturally boost because, well, maybe then it'll be a better environment that they'll want to interact more positively with customers as opposed to being forced under the corporate thumb to do so. It's so dumb. This whole idea of an AI assistant being used to coach employees on how to be friendly. It's outrageous, it's absurd, it's fucking gross. What a completely useless use of AI for the sake of having AI in Burger King. I cannot believe how dumb Burger King is, man. It blows my mind. So anyway, just wanted to insult them again for the millionth time because they keep doing absolute garbage like this. That's about it. See ya.
Well, doing lots of drawing is it harder? I know my voice doesn't really match me. I usually have pitch up my voice, but I'm a little bit tired today, so. So my voice doesn't sound anime enough. Hey, Norway. Ada. Hope you guys have a very nice weather today. In Malaysia's is a little bit very, very hot right now. This is art commissions. I have like I'm doing like what do you call it? What do guys call it again? Art commissions, and art commissions is a very simple OC drawing. I also do. I also like have another art commission. I have to finish it too. I haven't really finished this thing yet. This is the animations. Still need some time to cook. I'm doing lots of things at the same time, so yeah. Then you should come to Malaysia. You will say you hate the heat afterward. Yeah, Malaysia is like smack that in the equator line, so it's just really hot nowadays. This is like the peak heat around like the beginning of the years. It would die down in the middle of the years and like slowly coming back at the end of the years, but without with like a bunch of like rainy seasons. Oh no, Malaysia do not have seasons. We only have summers, eternal summers. We have rainy seasons, very, very hot heat seasons. Because like, if anyone been through Amazon or like not that Amazon, different Amazon, the location Amazon, okay? Not the HQ of Amazon, different Amazon. Gosh dang it, they have to like remove the name. Yes. If you've been to Amazon before, or like I would say Florida. Yes, Florida. The place, even though sometimes you don't see a lot of sun, is still really hot because the place is just humid. You know, the place is just very humid, so they end up in a very like the air itself, the contact is the moistures in the air is heated, so it's like you go into the sauna. Yeah, so basically like if you try to compare some place, it's like Australia, which like there are spots that is like the sun is just so strong, like the total environment would be just like 40 Celsius like high. Yes, I'm using Celsius, I'm not American. 40 Celsius high. And in Malaysia's, while like most of the average temperatures is just like 34 to 38, any people from like Australia who got used to the 40 Celsius like level of heat, like above 40 Celsius level of heat, they come to Malaysia, they will say the heat in here is unbearable. Like you might see the sun's like 24/7. It's like completely yellow out there. Really depends. Really depends because like here's the thing, okay? Fahrenheit is actually much more accurate, but weirdly we use Celsius. But centimeters is more accurate, but they use inch. Yeah, it's weird thing. We have like each have their own thing, you know, like Celsius, yes, not that accurate, but centimeters very accurate. We use centimeters. Not actually. Depends on like if you actually study lots of like science stuff or not, but. I used to be engineer, so like I know like the finite of the things. Unless you don't want to look at like Fahrenheit, you look Kelvin. Kelvin is not real. Kelvin and Fahrenheit is technically the same thing, so it really depends. The inch thing is bullshit. I don't like inch. I don't like them using feet, inch, yard, or anything like that. It's just that meters. best. And US have a uncanny valley of like doing, you know, using like funny things that are going on there. Is like what they call it again? Yeah, when it comes to like cars, they go for mile per hour. Like you can see us. Like we use kilometers, we use any length, we use centimeters. But for some weird ass fucking reasons, okay, in US this thing 5 feet. Oh, that thing 50-inch. Oh, that thing 5 miles. Why do you keep switching? The fuck? Stop switching. Just use one thing. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I've been streaming for like many years, so I have like the no link policy a long time ago. Nah, don't worry. There's lots of things that I can watch and lots of stuff. But yeah, I personally live a very long life. I don't look like it. I'm 31 years old, and I've been through YouTube for a very long time. I've seen lots of shit. Yeah, the measurement is like very weird. I just don't really like those kind of things. Hey, congratulations! Back pain incoming. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, my back start to hurt. And give you an early happy birthday. Yeah, back then we are more like tech savvy, I would say. Like, still depends. I'm more into the like the olden eras that I still I got into the internet very early, but strangely, I don't use social media. I'm really boomer at this point. I only have Twitters because I became VTubers, and then I need to stay in contact with some of the VTubers. I play Space Invader. No, not Space Invader. Like the worm guy. Yes, I play that. I played the Garfield one. I played the back in the days like the beat 'em up from the Sailor Moon one. I don't know why I oddly remember the Sailor Moon one. There's so many beat 'em up game, but Warhammer players. It depends on which one you want. It's like, oh, don't worry. I have a friend who's like super deep into it. I know a thing or two from conversation with my friends. Even I got like interesting in quite a lot of stuff. I watched like quite a lot of like different video talking about like different like factions. I still fucking love the Orc. I think like most people would just fucking love the Orc. They are just funny. Yeah, I know studies and everything. Yep. And then August Mushroom, Terranid is brain synapse, this and that other stuff. Oh, by the way, if you love this kind of things, let me show you a comic, okay? You might love it. How much do you like sci-fi? Just the moment I show you the comic, don't just yell death to the Xenos. I found it in YouTube, like short, like sometimes I scroll through it and then I see like sometimes like there's like webtoon recommendations. I read it and holy shit, have you read a webtoon called Grand Final? Grand Final is so good. Let me try to find the website for it. It's basically a astronaut crash landed into a Earth-like planet, and they found the the planet species in there, they know it looks again like the alien they looks like. If you are a Warhammer fan, you would just immediately yell out "Death to the Xenos." There's a reason for that. Yep. Let me try to find it. Hold on. Ah, this one. I didn't read any Horus Heresy. Technically, I just read like lore video and stuff. Yeah, this is why I didn't look at it. I normally, most of my knowledge is from like this kind of lore video, and I can say like 75% of my knowledge is from Numbskull. If I say Numbskull, you might know. Might. Okay, this is the site that I talk about. Oh, if you don't want to, you best not to watch a lot of him because they basically are a couple. You know, it's like boyfriend talk to girlfriend about like Warhammer stuff. So you are just going to get a lot of flashbang in there. If you are single and alone, you are going to get lots of flashbang. But because it's like explaining it to a woman, so the layman terms make it easier for lots of people to get in too. It's like a good starting point. Yeah, since both of them are like voice actors, so they do like lots of voice acting stuff too. So it's pretty fun to watch them. But yeah, the link I posted is the webtoon. It's really nice. But the thing is, the alien basically, I think, like more or less, when you look at it, they just the physical appearance only, not everything. They look like Tao. And then they currently got invaded by asteroid that just crashed into their like planet, and there's living creatures inside those asteroid. You know, like and then like the inside those asteroid. Okay, inside those asteroid is technically you can call them Zerg or they call them Tyranid. It's the same as thing, but they are not as horrible as Tyranid. Just that. It's just that you try to think about like a lots of like different type of like sci-fi trope, kind of like different sci-fi like alien species. It's just everything is in there. This like comic is literally built for people who understand sci-fi. Yeah, this webcomic is literally built for like people who really understand sci-fi. Because if anyone who has zero understanding on sci-fi stuff like reading this like comic, they would not understand a single thing. You know the funniest thing is like because I'm a Malaysian, I know Malay, but funny as shit. because like the aliens speak in different language, so they have to like learn how to like speak like that guy speaking English, that one the aliens speak in their own language, because they the translators like translating that like you know, like they try to translate the alien language to much more readable language. Do you know what kind of language they used? They put Indonesian language into it, so I can literally understand half of the alien language. Hey, maybe I can communicate with alien. Yeah, they put Indonesian's language into it as the for the alien side of the speech. So like I can read half of them. Because Malay language and Indonesian language is like very similar. Like we use the same word. It's kind of like comparing to like a normal like persons who learn English normally and then went to like Australia and then they don't understand a single fucking word, despite they're still using English. Or Canada, or Scotland, yeah, something like that. Yeah, good for them. It's easier to communicate, but you guys might use different like, you know, like a lot of language is more like the ancestor of like a different kind of language. They kind of like branch off from the same thing. So like at the end, like no matter how different it is, there are some sort of like familiarity, especially sometimes grammars, sometimes like some of the word is still like retain the same word. All those kind of things are still there. That's how most of the language evolved. Japanese language technically is kind of like came from the same ancestor for from like the different dialect of like Chinese language is like from Hokkien. Technically, in Chinese language, like you also know there's like a shit tons of dialect, right? Technically, it's not dialect. It's a branch of. It's a lot of like different like language people use around the time. Like, you know, back in the days, like China is just like tiny land. Like with like every single dynasty change, they conquered more and more and more land. So while those like loose piece of land, they have their own language. So when they kind of like conquered the place, they unify the language systems, but they still retain their own country language. So those country language like slowly turn into mother tongue and then turn into a dialect. So that you always like go to like a lot of like different Chinese people. They have like Hokkien people, Hakka people, Guangdong people. Personally, I'm a Malaysian Chinese, so I know a lot of like different language by default. Like I know how to speak English, obviously. Saya memang tahu macam mana bercakap bahasa Melayu. And then 我会讲华语，我会讲广东话，还有讲客家话，然后Hokkien way not that good but yeah, technically I can speak like 6-7 language. Shit. Said that word. It's a little bit annoying when everyone like just keep using that thing. But yeah, it's generally just like that. So by default, we know like just Malaysian Chinese. You depends on your locations. You might know at least minimum 4 language by minimum. Like your own Chinese dialect, Malay language, which is the country language, English, the global language, and then like depends on your location. Then you know the Mandarin, just the basic Chinese language, and then depends on you living in a city or not, and then like you have your 6th language, that is Cantonese, and then sometimes since a lot of people in like KL like is like Hokkien people, you might know a bit or two like Hokkien language. If you like, I just list down all this thing is already 5 language, and then like if you watch a lot of like anime, you might actually understand Japanese to a certain extent. So yeah, if you train yourself enough, you can even speak Japanese. So like at the end, like by default, if a Malaysians really want to learn multiple language, they can literally easily learn 8 language in the same time, just using in the conversations. I mean, like my water bottle is empty, so yeah. Yeah, Malaysia is kind of like the multilingual place. Quite lots of people know at least 3 languages in Malaysia. Well, it depends. You want to watch an older one or the newer one. The newer one is quote-unquote global friendly. But I would stick to the older one. It's much more funnier. If you like Bugs Bunny, those kind of things, and lots of like dirty jokes, you should try and watch Gintama. That one's really good. Back to work. And while at the same time, like, let's watch something else together. Yeah, since we just talk about like 40k stuff, maybe I'll rewatch the Numbskull one. Some people can appreciate it who never know like 40k stuff. I haven't watched them for a long time. They are doing like a series that explain every single Primarch. Like all their origin stories, and then slowly nudging it into the Horus Heresy one. I haven't watched them for a very long while, so I don't know. Well, technically, almost. Yeah, there's a lot of like an hour or two like video. Like this one is the Tau one. This one is the Orc one is much more simple. So it's just like 1 hour of talk done. The rest of them is like holy shit. Everything is just like 1 hour ish, and that's considered short, you know. Yeah, all that long range weapon like hits you, you're fucking dead.
Back to another episode of
Even grazed you, you're fucking dead.
I am your host Ava, and joining me as always is my lovely significant other, Carrie.
Hello.
Before we get started, we want to give a huge shout out to all of our friends.
Oh, they rarely use that shit.
Intro that was really, really fun to put together. And we have a huge announcement. We have merch. We've partnered up with Bricky over at orchidate.com to bring you some great, super comfortable hoodies, t-shirts, and oh, is that a swarm of nurglings on your sweatpants? Or are you just happy to see me? Also, there is currently a Black Friday sale. Any order over $100 is 15% off. You can check out all these designs and more over at orchidate.com.
Is it loud enough? Do I need to boost the
If you'd
volume?
like to support the show, head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/numbskulls.
Yeah, let me
where you
boost a
can
little
get
bit of
all
the
sorts of
volume.
rewards like a private Discord, bloopers, early episodes, voting on episode topics, and much, much more. That's patreon.com/numbskulls.
So we're gonna learn about gods today.
No, we're not learning about gods.
Aw.
That's next episode. We're gonna wrap up our chaos thing next episode with Zinch.
Oh,
We're
so
probably not gonna talk about Malal because
Malal.
he's like a weird 5th chaos god. He's not canon, but also canon, and also the reason why he's not canon is because of a licensing issue. But that's a whole other topic. Today we're having fun.
Oh.
Today we're gonna be talking about orcs.
I love. Oh.
So, what do you know about orcs, my love?
Mushrooms.
Right.
They are not mammals.
They're not mammals.
They are not mammals.
Right. That is true. Do you know like their overall vibe at all?
Men.
Men.
Manly
Well,
men.
mushrooms.
Mushroom men.
Mushroom men.
Is Peach their ruler?
No.
Oh.
Well, they don't. They don't really have like a ruler per se.
Oh. Do they have any kind of societal structure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do. So orcs are the comedic relief of the setting.
Right.
They're goofy, they're fun,
Right.
they're weird. You don't really take them too seriously unless you're like fighting them.
I've heard they're British too.
They're Cockney British.
Okay, but my mom's from London town. Am I
Yep.
an orc? Meat's back on the menu, boys.
That was scarily accurate
I'm a voice
to how
actress.
orcs kind of sound.
Give me a body type. I got ya.
Big, muscly, stunted.
Why did that sound like Gandalf?
Think of orcs as we talk about them to be sort of like kids that don't have adult supervision.
Okay, I'm into that.
So, as you said, they are mushrooms. They're kind of all throughout the universe, and they are by far like the largest alien population. Maybe Tyranids
really?
are more, but when they come to a planet and they infest it with spores, because, you know, mushrooms, it's very hard for them to be taken care of and gotten rid of.
Right. So they take up mushroom.
They take a mushroom. It's true. When you read like a Warhammer story or you experience like a game or something, more often than not, orcs are at least going to make
I won't really
appearance.
say
They are
British accent. There's lots of
absolutely
British
everywhere.
accent.
You
So
cannot
they
get
have a
away from
very
these guys.
heavy
And
Cockney
a lot of
accent.
people don't want to get away from them because they're so fun and goofy and weird.
So if you run into one of these guys, he's probably a fun guy.
Maybe not to you. He'll probably try to eat you.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, this is still Warhammer, right?
Is it because I'm loud?
No.
You're
It's just because
talking too
he wants to just fight you.
Oh.
The way orcs work is that they only care about one thing, and that's fighting. They just want to be fighting all the time. Or as they say, crumpin'.
Crumpin'.
They want to be crumpin'
Not
all the time.
crumpet.
Not crumpet, crumpin'.
Okay.
They get together and they're like, all right, lads, let's go crumpin'. And then they go crump.
It's like going out for a rip.
No, it's like it's like going out to like fight and loot places.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Would you liken it to going out for a rip?
Is that a mushroom?
Lichen is a type of fungal.
The
growth.
fungus. Oh, I see. So you asked about their society. They're actually like pretty unorganized. And when they
Okay.
get together to fight, and even when they're fighting, they're very unorganized. But the way that they
Like a guerrilla
kind of
warfare kind of thing.
yeah, kind of.
I
They're
don't
more,
remember
like,
lots of names,
disorganized
but if you
societally
say like
because
what their
entire
like
things
feat is,
follow
I
the
might
leader. And
know.
who's the leader? It's the biggest orc.
It's that
Like
guy,
there's a
but then
Doom
you
guy
can't
in
see him
actually
from
like
where
in the
you
warp.
are,
I
so
know.
for you, it's that. So they're sporadic.
I see your jokes this
I'm sorry,
episode. I can understand.
I can't help it.
No, you're
Oh,
adorable.
that
I love
guy.
you.
Yep.
So orcs believe that
That
bigger
Luke
is better,
Goblin.
and that is true because let's talk about their origins really
They
quick.
need to be stroganoff. Strong enough.
Is that also a mushroom
Well,
thing?
it's a dish you might make with mushrooms.
I see.
I'm gonna cremini as many of these in here as I can while we go. But I'll let. I want to hear about their origins. Please tell me.
I'm gonna be groaning silently.
No, don't groan.
Every.
I'm so fun. Yay. Everything's gonna be enoki doki.
For our viewers, don't worry. I'm face palming for you.
If you're not mold enough to get all the jokes, it's okay.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to boost morale. Morale.
I see.
Okay, I'll stop.
Well, personally, I
So
don't
orcs,
have time to read
were
that
actually
much.
around
I
with
just
the
like
Necrons
listening
and the
to lots
Eldari
of stuff.
back in the War in Heaven when the
Oh.
Catan and the old ones were fighting.
Jax Taylor, right? Is that right?
The Catan, yeah, the Catan
Yeah.
we have deemed as the Jax Taylors,
Jax
yes,
Taylor.
the Deceiver, and so on and so forth. So orcs were made as Krorks.
Krorks.
They weren't orcs. They were
Okay.
Krorks.
Krorks and orcs.
They were these genetically modified, kind of a rush job to make them into
Oh.
these weapons, these super powerful guys that are really smart, really tactically advanced.
Okay.
And so they were basically like Dothraki, where when they show up, it's a big deal.
Right.
And it's a problem for anyone that they're fighting.
It's an overwhelm situation.
Yeah, and because they are mushrooms, the idea was these really powerful warriors are never going to stop coming. So eventually, just based on numbers, they're gonna win.
Yeah, you got to fumigate the whole house.
Yeah.
Or they're coming.
Or a planet.
And they're still coming back.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously we know how the war in heaven ended. The old ones died. They're gone.
Yeah.
The Catan
It
were
was a whole
imprisoned,
thing.
enslaved.
Guys, I can tell you all
Necrons went
about
to sleep.
it. I know all of this now.
Eldari would take over the galaxy.
For a little bit.
For a little bit until they...
Till the whole,
you know,
destroying
till the
angel
whore.
thing.
Accidentally summoning a god.
Oopsie
Whoops.
doopsie.
Oopsie.
My bad. Death cap.
Orcs, unfortunately, had a problem.
Oh.
They started to degrade over time. They became much smaller, much dumber, and overall less what they once were.
You said that they were made.
Yeah, they were like a race that the old ones, like the Eldari, they were
Depends.
a
If you want
race, and the old
salamanders
ones
to
came
kind of
by
fine.
and they genetically modified them to be whatever they wanted. In this situation, they needed foot soldiers, and so they made foot soldiers.
Okay, I understand. So they
Yeah.
came to some planet and there was some cute little guys running around.
There were some cute little fungus boys.
And they were like, I bet we could multiply y'all.
It's interesting because Krorks were like these giant... We don't know a whole lot about them, but they were essentially these giant warriors that were really strong, and they were really smart. What's
If I have
interesting
to
about
pick,
orcs
like,
is
Space
as
Marine,
they
I would always say
get bigger,
salamanders.
And as they get bigger, they get smarter. So the
They are
idea is
pyromaniac,
that they're
definitely,
sort
but
of,
still.
as they
Honorable
fight, they are
pyromaniac.
becoming more like
The least crazy
So
about
as you use them,
amongst those studies.
Essentially, yeah. But your average orc, pretty stupid. They're gonna follow the biggest orc around.
Right.
They care about one thing and one thing only, and that's crumpin'. And they're gonna
Crumpin'.
crump. They love the crumpin'.
Crumpin' time, boys.
Now, interestingly, orcs actually are religious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They believe in two gods.
Okay, cool. We love dual theism.
The gods that they believe in, they're called Gork and Mork. Gork is described as brutal but cunning, but Mork is described as cunning but brutal.
Specifically without the G.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So the idea is that Gork is like punch you in the face, Mork is like punch you in the back.
Okay, which one is which?
So about that.
Okay, what do you mean about that? Because I want to know. Because whichever one's gonna punch me in the back,
So the funny thing about
Tactically?
Gork and Mork is that often in books, even orcs, like characters and other orcs will see orc iconography, and
Yeah.
often you'll see a symbol of Gork
Yeah.
or Mork, and characters get confused. So they'll see like an
I can
icon and they're
relate
like,
to this.
well, they see an icon and
This
it's
is-
like, that's an altar to Mork, or maybe Gork.
This is me when I look at B's and D's. I don't know which one is which. Why do they look the same? What do you mean that's not a ball?
Yeah, the funniest shit is like I still believe like no matter how much accuracy like people want to argue like no this book described this one is Gork, no this book described this one is Orc, no, the writer actually got confused themselves too. They definitely do not know which is which.
Dog. Why?
They're so similar that even orcs get confused onto which god they're actually like.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It sounds like being not entirely accurate and or sure about which god you're actually working with at the moment might be a theme that comes up multiple times in Warhammer.
Yeah, actually, we've
Interesting,
talked about that with specifically Slanesh. Like
Oh.
there have been a lot of things. Like the idea of the Chaos Gods is that a lot of it is slow and like tempting, especially with Slanesh.
Yeah, you go in the deadly webcap.
Yeah.
Webway.
The webway.
Webcap. Go see my babe. Give me a shroom with a view, honey.
So orcs are big and strong.
Yeah.
But that's not what makes them dangerous.
Yeah. Okay.
It's how they function. Orcs have this weird thing where whatever orcs believe becomes reality.
They manifest.
Yes.
They read that book. What is that book? The secret. That's it. With
The Secret.
The Secret. Did you ever read The Secret?
I never read The Secret.
Oh, okay. It's one of those books that like all of our boomer parents read, and it's like supposed to like teach you how to like you know,
Oh.
do your life however you want to do it. But it's like it all comes down to like think
The
about
secret.
the things you want a lot.
Think about the secret.
Like make yourself like a mood board. And like to a point, yeah, that totally like makes sense. Like you want to, in order to push towards something yourself, you have to kind of interact with it in a way. You have to engage with it, but it's not the secret.
It's not the secret.
There is no secret. Work hard.
So to illustrate how this sort of belief thing works, I have a quote from a Necron book from The Infinite and the Divine
Okay.
to sort of illustrate how even to a race such as the Necrons, who
Hey!
have pretty much
Is it the books that I
mastered
just mentioned?
science and technology and so on,
Damn.
they are confused by the orcs.
Trazin, our ships are without atmosphere, unpressurized,
Orican said.
Do orcs breathe?
A pause. They have lungs.
That's not what I asked.
John, our actually guy, has left a note here
we love
saying, disclaimer, orcs can't breathe in space, but the answer to this is that they probably thought the Necron ship was pressurized. So the orcs probably thought the ship had air, therefore it wasn't a problem.
So the orcs are fine. As long as they don't know what's going on, they're fine.
As long as they don't understand what's happening, they are a-okay. They're having fun. Which is interesting because this is only because they're not very smart.
Right.
So a smarter orc would probably have a problem in a situation like this because they would understand like, the ship's not pressurized, there's no oxygen. I need to plan around that. So it's interesting how like as they get smarter, it kind of becomes more of a problem. Orcs are fascinating when you start talking about
how
like the intricacies.
This happens, like, okay, they have a cognition, like, I can breathe here, or they simply don't have the cognition that they wouldn't be able to, and thus it either affects their biology in so much that they are able to maintain homeostasis, or it affects the world around them.
So it seems to be the idea of it just works.
Okay,
and it works
fair
for
enough.
them. And to
It
explain
just
that,
work.
Orc
It
guns
just
and
work.
vehicles
It
and
just
stuff,
work.
Right.
They work, and like orcs make them, and like they work.
Right.
But the problem is, a human will pick up an orc gun and go, "This shouldn't shoot. This shouldn't be possible."
But does it?
But it works.
So, okay, so like let's say there's a human and an orc in I don't know, like a space vessel. Like a let's say they pop out.
They're on a ship.
They're on a ship. They're on a little ship together. They're like vibing in the, putting on their tracks. Somehow the human passes out or something. I don't know. They fall asleep. They aren't thinking anymore. So whatever they know is irrelevant to the situation, but they are alive and breathing in this environment with this orc. Suddenly the spaceship springs a leak. All the air goes out. The orc doesn't notice. So
Orc would be fine.
Orc would be fine.
He would be fine.
Would the human die?
Yes.
So it doesn't affect the world around them. It affects them.
It works for orcs.
So, like, if the human picks up that gun and tries to shoot it, it won't shoot. But if the orc does, it'll shoot. If he believes it'll work.
Yes. It's weird, right?
Well, I'm just trying to get the what could you do with this? Because in my mind, like, you get oh my god.
Yeah, then that's odd, It's like when human pick up like orc weapon. I remember there are like occasion story I heard that it actually works when human pick up an orc weapon. And even it doesn't work, which explain me why there's like human commanders, okay, can have an orc mechanical arm, and it works. Did he make it work, or the orc give him the ability to work?
God. We just found out which god I'm gonna fucking follow, because I was like, you could get like an orc and like gaslight the fuck out of him and become like an infinitely powerful being.
She's changing sides from Slaanesh to Tzeentch already.
I think they just go together, hun.
They do work together quite a bit. Let me put it this way. You know how like ships
So
will
the
have,
arm
like,
he's stolen actually
with,
technically
like, controls
win.
and-
The arm he won works because the orc like believe like he's the strongest human, so the arms work for him.
steering wheel and stuff. Yeah, fuck
The
that.
bridge.
Orcs have a button that says go.
Oh, just a go, but make it go.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a big red button that says go.
What if you want to stop? What if you're already going? Does it turn into
Why would
stop?
you ever want to stop?
Well, I don't
That
know.
means
Maybe you're
stopping
heading
crumping.
right for a mountain.
Yeah, they would love that.
What about turning?
Listen, as long as an orc is fighting, so
Parallel
let's say
parking. Can they go forward and back, and then forward and back, and then forward and back, and then
there's actually an interesting.
like, wait, we just found out which god I'm gonna fucking follow, because I was like, you could get like an orc and like gaslight the fuck out of him and become like an infinitely powerful being.
She's changing sides from Slaanesh to Tzeentch already.
I think it's just I think they just go together, hun.
They do work together quite a bit. Let me put it this way. You know how like ships will have like a big console with like controls and a steering wheel and stuff? Yeah, fuck
The
that.
bridge.
Orcs have a button that says go.
Oh, just a go button. Make it go.
Yeah, it's just a big red button that says go.
What if you want to?
Nah, I don't know a lot of book. Like I say again, most of my knowledge has come from this kind of
Maybe you're
videos.
heading right for a mountain.
Yeah, they would love that.
What about turning?
Listen, as long as an orc is fighting, so
Parallel
let's say
parking. Can they go forward and back, and then forward and back, and then forward and back, and then
there's actually an interesting theory that is probably wrong, but it's really fun to think about. That you know how the tagline is the grimdark future of 40K, there is only war.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the idea is the only reason why there is only war is because the orcs think that everyone's fighting.
But then that
so
would
the
be...
war never ends.
I guess they're in it.
So I understand. Yeah.
No, I know. I'm picking it apart too literally. It's just funny.
The beauty of orcs is the stupid simplicity of it. How does this work? Shut up.
I don't know.
We're going.
It always has. That's the answer. It always has.
It always has. It's never broken before. So let's talk about the orc factions, because there's actually quite a bit. And we're going to focus mainly on the factions that you can play on tabletop, which it helps that these are the most prevalent orc clans.
Sweet.
And we'll start with the Goths.
The Goths. Oh, I had a Goth phase. We all did.
So these are your classic orcs. They are, from what I could read, they are the largest orc clan. But they're your basic, like, melee-focused clan of orcs. They're real tough. And their color scheme is black and white checkerboards.
Okay. I like the cool skull thing.
Yeah, their logo's really cool.
Fancy.
Next up, we have the Evil Sons.
Oh.
These guys are your vehicle-focused faction. They go fast.
Right.
Do you want to know what their main color is?
Motion blur?
It's not motion blur. It's red, because anything red goes faster.
Oh, go faster for the pasta.
The red ones go faster. So orcs, if you paint something red, guess what? It's going to go faster.
Cool.
This goes into their belief
I wish
thing.
that worked in Final Fantasy. I'd be zooming in front of all of y'all.
Yeah, you just zoom in front of everybody. They actually have a pretty cool Mad Max vibe. So
Okay.
they have like a lot of like ramshackle junkyard bikes and cars and buggies and all this stuff.
Do they have planes?
They
It's
do
an
have
expensive
planes,
hobby.
But
Do they
I
have
don't
like?
It's a
know if-
very,
do
very
they fly
expensive
them out of
hobbies.
the airport of Bello? Are any of the cars like nice cars, like Porschini?
No, they're all ramshackle junk. It's all junk that shouldn't work.
Are the seats of the cars toadstools?
I don't think they even have seats.
Oh,
if I'm
okay,
gonna be
fair
honest. I don't know. We might have
They just
to.
cremini as many of them in there as they can. I already used that one.
There's actually an orc racing game coming out
Oh,
soon
that's
called
cool.
Speed Freaks.
Oh, that's really fun.
So that'd be really fun to like.
Wait,
we
do
could
they
like
have
play that together.
trains?
I don't know if orcs have trains actually. You don't see a
Guys.
lot of trains in
I love trains.
a lot of Warhammer stuff.
Do with that what you will.
Our next faction are the Bad Moons.
Bad moons.
So their
Oh.
main color is yellow because yellow is the richest color. They are the richest
Oh, okay.
because orc currency. They have currency, by the way.
Oh.
Their currency is teeth.
Oh. Teeth is.
Teeth is they have teeth.
Okay.
Teeth as
I
the
have
currency.
teeth. Oh, I'm rich.
So the reason why they're the richest is because Bad Moon orcs, their teeth grow faster than other orc clans.
They're like
So
white
that's
sharks.
why they're
white
the
sharks.
richest.
Regular sharks. Regular sharks. That's cool. And also unfair.
Well, I mean, so here's what they do with all their teeth. They buy all the biggest guns.
Ah.
So if you play Bad Moons, you're going with like big Daka. Daka is gun.
Okay. Could they not just buy faster vehicles?
Well, that would be what the Evil Sons would do.
Well,
but
I-
Bad Moons are more focused on like big guns. I see what you're saying, but their main color scheme is yellow, so they paint everything yellow to let you know like where the Bad Moons were the best. Because if they painted it red, orcs might get confused and be like, "Is this an Evil Sons or a Bad Moons vehicle?"
question. Let's say this is like Fast and Furious, and they have a race, but it's like a race for their car. Like, you know how they're always betting their cars when they don't have cash and stuff. And so let's say the Bad Moons like beat the fast guys because they pull some like tricksy maneuvers. They
And they
cheat
take,
or
like,
whatever.
their red
and they
car.
take the red car.
So the red
Or
one
they
would
buy
go
it.
faster.
Yeah.
Most likely, they would paint it yellow.
And then it would go slower.
It would go slower.
Even if they believed it would be just as fast because they
No.
bought it and they had seen how they know it's going to be
Well-
slower when they paint it.
Well, they're going to paint it to represent their faction, but it's just a fact that the red ones go faster.
Okay. This is why DMs don't like me.
Because you ask a lot of questions.
Because I'm
"How does
like,
this
how
work?"
do I find the loophole?
Right. Well, unfortunately, with orcs, there are no loopholes. There is just solid facts. Red ones go faster. Yellow is the richest color,
Okay.
etc., etc.
Right. All right.
So Bad Moons have the biggest DACA. They also have more Gretchen slaves than the other clans.
Gretchen slaves.
So Gretchens are like goblins.
Oh.
They're 40k
I
goblins.
thought it was just some poor lady, just Gretchen over there. Sorry.
Gretchen. Here's a fun fact about Gretchen. They always have better accuracy, like they shoot better than orcs in game.
Okay.
And they're typically smarter than orcs, but they're very fragile. They're like made of glass bones and paper skin.
No, my little guys.
Yeah. They're known as a lot of things like slaves, workers, emergency food rations, so on and so forth.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah. If there's not enough food, they'll just start eating Gretchen.
Well, that's not good. Gretchen.
Yeah, poor Gretchen.
Poor Gretchen.
We feel bad for our Gretchen friends. They deserve so much.
You know, not to get eaten.
Yeah.
That's nice.
They deserve to be happy. They're
Aw.
so cute. I love Gretchen so much.
Oh,
He stole all the loot.
why do you do that?
Well, because he wants it.
Oh,
The other Gretchen's
who's he
tattling on
talking
him.
to? He's
He's
talking to
tattling
an
on
orc.
the orcs. He's talking to the
Isn't the
orcs.
orc gonna take the loot? And then they're not gonna get any loot?
Yeah, probably.
See, these are the kind of loopholes you gotta be watching out for.
Yeah. Our next orc faction are the Blood Axes.
Oh, okay.
Their color is camo because they sneaky
Oh,
for an orc.
snicker orcs.
They're the sneaky faction.
I feel like, based on what I've learned, you would watch them slowly paint a car camo until like the last drop of paint was applied, and then it would disappear.
I mean, you're not far off. You're not far off. It just turns invisible. Like, whoa, where'd it go? Interestingly, Blood Axes are mistrusted by the other orc clans because
Well, they
9
could
times
be
out of
anywhere
10.
at any moment.
Well, no, it's because they stab you in the back so often.
Oh,
So-
Scar brand behavior. Just saying.
Yeah, pretty Scar Brandy behavior.
Ugh.
Orcs don't like that kind of thing. They
You're
don't
gonna
like
get
sneaking
heated
around.
for 8 days.
So they have a unique model for their faction called the Commando, which is orcs that like they wear beanies and like hats and stuff. They look like Black Ops orcs.
Okay.
They're really cool.
That's
Here's
fun.
another reason why Blood Axes are not very trusted.
Okay.
They trade with humans. And sometimes they work as mercenaries for them. And you know what? The other orc clans, they see that and they're like, you're not, that is downright un-orky. That's not okay.
That's not orky enough.
That's not orky enough.
I guess if everybody's saying it, it must be true.
It must be true.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, they will work with humans, but they're probably going to stab him in the back.
Right. But it's like, if it benefits us, we'll work with you.
We'll work with you until we get what we want, and then we're going to take everything. Our next orc faction are the Death Skulls.
Oh!
They are typically painted blue
Oh,
because
okay.
blue is the luckiest color.
Luck? Not green?
No, because
Okay.
green is the best color.
Okay, sure. Cool. I'm into it. I love green. Green's pretty.
Yeah, green's great. But blue is the luckiest. So this faction, they loot or steal most of their gear from
Mhm,
battlefields or other orcs or humans or so on. This faction, if you want to get into orcs, this one really encourages like, yeah, just take like a bunch of different bits from other things and just slap them together because that's what this faction's about.
Right.
They really like mechs.
Oh, me too.
It's just really cool because you can just take like a bunch of human guns or space marine guns and stuff, slap them onto an orc, and with Death Skulls, it's like, yeah, he just found them on a battlefield. So like
Give me two-
customization
I need two
is really
orc
encouraged with them.
names. that would be in the Death Skulls?
2 orc names that would be Death Skull orcs.
Yeah.
You could just say like
a lady one and a man one.
Oh.
Are there
I have
lady
bad
orcs?
news.
Okay, well, like
Grunt and Grug.
Grunt.
Grunt and
Grunt.
Grug.
You have to get in the robot, or Gretchen will have to go again.
Shinji, get in the fucking robot!
What a terrible father.
What a terrible dad. Oh, Gendo Ikari. Our next orc faction are known as the Snakebites.
Guys. Oh, noodle.
Interestingly, they don't really have a color associated with them. Usually it's browns and greens, like really earthy tones.
Okay.
Because they're the more traditional orcs. They have a belief in the old ways. So
The old ways.
they don't really use technology unless it's like really, really old.
Ah, okay.
They're often described as the toughest orcs.
Not the strongest.
Not the strongest, they're the toughest.
Right, so they're tanks as opposed to like doing the most
Mhm.
damage. We're talking tank, not DPS.
Yeah. They're usually using melee weapons primarily, or as orcs call them, choppas.
Right,
So they use like choppas and spears.
right.
And they're home to my favorite orc subfaction,
Oh.
the Beast Snaggers.
Bee snaggers.
So the Beast Snaggers are so cool because all they care about, you know how like most
Oh.
orcs are like humping, they wanna,
Most
like, loot
hunters.
stuff? Not these guys. You know what they care about? They're like, we're monster hunters. We go to planets and we hunt for monsters.
Okay, wait. To like take them home and take care of them and like check on them sometimes and like make sure their habitats are doing well.
So it depends. So a lot of their gear is like, you know, skinned alien monster
Right.
bits, and they're
Yeah.
like wearing it. So it's like
Right.
Monster Hunter. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
the game.
Right.
Or sometimes they'll tame it and
Oh.
they'll use it to ride into battle, like kind of.
Yeah, I
Lord of the
like what this
Rings-ish
guy's got.
style.
He is killing it. What a beautiful little guy.
So snakebites are also, they have the most squigs.
Squig.
Squigs
They are
another.
non-magic people who are born of magical parents.
What are you?
That's a squib.
Oh, what is a squib from?
Harry Potter.
Oh, I don't remember.
No, it's
I don't
okay.
remember. I remember people yelling the word muggle at each other. And
For
that was about
instance,
it.
Professor Filch is a squib. He had magical
Oh.
parents. That's why he's allowed to be at Hogwarts.
I see. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, squigs.
Mm-hmm.
Squigs are another. So Gretchen are also from mushrooms. They're also spore creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Squigs are also spore creatures, and
Okay.
their DNA is really
They sport each other.
their DNA is really malleable.
Oh.
There are all sorts of squigs. Food squig, hair squig,
Ooh.
anvil squig. You know, like Clonk.
I
Clonk
love
is an
Clonk.
anvil
Guys,
squig. Clonk.
can we take a Clonk appreciation moment?
Can we appreciate
Look at
Clonk?
him.
Look at him.
Oh.
He's
Guys.
perfect.
Oh,
We
look
love
at him.
Clonk.
What a little guy. A body we could
perfect
only
guy.
aspire.
It's really interesting how much squigs are like used. If you ever see orc with hair, yeah, that's not hair. That's a hair squig.
Hair squig?
That is like its mouth is like latched onto its scalp.
Oh no, it's like a lamprey.
Yeah, It's like a lamprey.
Oh, I
It's
don't
really
like
gross.
lampreys.
Just
Look
don't
at
think
them.
about it
Oh,
when
don't
you
look at
see.
them.
Just don't think about it too much when you see an orc with hair.
Well, now I'm gonna.
Yeah, well.
Oh, this whole series wasn't worth it. Now I know that.
The dark truth
Wait,
of hair
ew.
orcs. There's also like targeting squigs.
What?
Water
Oh,
skin.
it's like Tears of the Kingdom. You
squigs.
just throw on what you want.
Yeah, it's just whatever you want.
Yeah,
Right.
I gotta hit this thing in the eye, but I'm not good at this. So here's a eye.
Yeah. And so snake bites usually are the ones with the most squigs. They like breed them, they take care of them. And so there's a lot of different squigs
Oh.
that they use.
So what does this remind me of? It's like those like what's those games where you like breed things and see what they turn into?
Oh, like Monster Rancher?
Or like I mean I guess some Pokemon
Spore?
games. Or yeah, Spore I think is more
It's
what
kinda
I'm
like
thinking
Spore.
of. But I also
Yeah.
feel like I'm missing something. Like I feel like you know that weird app that came out a while ago where like people were like you can combine any Pokemon and some of the most nightmare fuel.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of
crazy
like
stuff.
that. Yeah. I like the ones with funny names.
Gork. Wartortle. Donna.
Wartortle. Our final orc faction are known as the Freebooters. They are orc pirates.
Ooh, I like pirate.
They wear funny little pirate hats and
Aw.
they sing sea shanties. And
She shanties.
they're often made up of other orcs from either broken war bands or they've been outcast
They're the outcast
from their
orcs.
clans.
Aw, the orphan orcs. The orphans.
But sometimes orcs will willingly leave their clan. So like a goth
Oh,
orc
okay.
could just be like, I just want to be a freebooter, and then he'll go
Oh.
join the freebooters.
Just live your fucking life, man.
Yeah, just do your thing. Unfortunately, the reason why a lot of outcast orcs come into here is because they've done something really messed up.
Kind of like the crows of Game of Thrones. What Jon enters, like some people volunteer, some people are criminals, and it's like better than being beheaded. So
yeah, you could like imagine if the Wall was just pirates. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
They're very similar to blood axes, where they actually go around and they make deals with humans, or as they say, Umis. And they also backstab everybody a lot.
Or stab him in the bum. Apparently, this is my orc voice. I found it.
Freebooters are so adorable, and I wish they had newer models because they have pretty old ones. But what a lot of people will do is they'll 3D print little orc pirate hats and just dress up all their orcs.
That's what I do to
so
Cheetah. She's got a birthday hat and a Christmas hat.
She does.
She was supposed to
She's
have
got
a
her
Halloween hat, and I was supposed to make her into a dragon this year, but I didn't get to it.
We can do a Christmas dragon.
It's true. Look, Cheetah's
There's
gonna live
never a
like
bad
40
time
years.
for a dragon.
No, it's true. Dragons are freaking aesthetic, boys.
It's time to talk about the Wah.
Okay, I've had questions about the Wah.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of people in the comments screaming out Wah.
I have. And I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm down to party. I just
Yeah,
don't know
well-
what we're whining about.
So sometimes an orc will be asleep.
Me too.
And they'll get a vision from Gork, or maybe Mork, or both even.
Oh.
And they'll wake up.
Hey,
and
Good
they'll
King
get
is still here.
really excited.
Ta-da!
And they have just this raw fighting energy. They have like this aura of hype around them.
Oh.
And that spreads to other orcs, and they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And they start getting really
The hype
excited.
train.
And yes, they start a hype train.
The
That's actually
orcish
perfect.
hype train.
So orcs start this hype train, and it's so powerful, this fighting energy, that it unites the clans. And they get together to go crumpin'. And it typically is like, they'll start on one planet, and they'll just move in a single direction. And they won't stop. So if you're in the way of an orc Wah, bad news.
To be fair, statistically, in space, that's not hitting a lot.
Right, but an orc Wah can last a long time because the only way a Wah usually ends is if the main boss is killed. The war boss.
The wasp.
The wasp. So a lot of
it's like the little when you're running around in Breath of the Wild, here's the kingdom, and you see one of those big ass
boss bokoblin. You have to get rid of the
bokoblins.
when you get rid of the boss, they all disorganize, and then
or
it's
you
easier
shoot
to
the
pick them
boss
off.
with the muddle bud.
This is the second episode you've talked about shooting something with a muddle bud. I think you
Listen,
have a problem.
I like chaos and I like loopholes.
I see. A lot of orc books where they're like the primary antagonist, a lot of it is we either get away from the orc or we have to go find their war boss to end this.
Okay, right. Makes sense.
And considering they have such a presence in the galaxy, that's the majority of Warhammer books you're going to read.
So the boss, in
The
this
war boss,
case,
yes.
is the guy
Yeah.
who had the dream.
Not always.
Okay.
It's typically just a regular orc, but the biggest orc will be in charge of the entire wall.
Yeah. As
And
the
there
wall
can even
grows,
be multiple
bigger.
Yeah, and there can be multiple walls going on simultaneously.
Multiple
walls. With that, it's time to talk about some notable orcs.
Let me wipe for you.
So we've been talking a lot about demons, right? Let's talk about one of my favorite orcs who has like one page of lore everywhere you look for him, Mr. Tuska Demon Killer.
Tuska Demon Killer?
Not killer,
Sorry,
killer.
I'm dyslexic.
Tuska was chilling on his ship called the Gorejaw, and then there were a bunch of demons that like started invading onto his big warship.
Rude. Get your own ship.
So he found like the big boss demon,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Killed him. Tuska had so much fun fighting this demon that
Uh-huh.
he got a bunch of weird boys, which are just magic orcs that can like cast fist.
Cast fist.
And he basically, that's what they do. They cast fist, and
Okay.
he got them all together.
Sometimes I cast get out of bed. It doesn't always work.
You failed this cast. Would
Oh
you like to try
man,
again?
no, I don't. Let me go back
So he
to
took these
sleep.
weird boys and he used them to enter the
I feel like
Auditory.
weird boys, if they are smart
So he
enough, they
went
will say,
straight
we are
into hell.
pacifists.
And this caught
A
the
pacifist?
attention
We
of
know
our favorite
pacifist
angry
magic.
boy.
Oh, are you peaceful? Oh, no. We passed a fist. and then like a random fist disappeared right beside him.
Boy, Corn. He like saw this orc and probably heard them screaming, even though they're like in a big warship. And he probably saw them and was like, "What is that?"
Well,
and
isn't
so
the eye basically like?
it's a giant hole in space.
Yeah. But isn't it also like fast track to Slanesh's tummy?
No, it's just like a portal to the warp in general.
But if you are,
Like if you're an Aldari in the warp, Slanesh just grabs you.
but
It doesn't matter where you are.
She doesn't like. She's specific. She thinks orcs are like icky. Would she eat an orc?
I don't think orcs have souls.
Oh, you're saying mushrooms don't have souls? Have you ever had a conversation?
You ever talked to a
Have you ever
mushroom,
even tried?
So, Korn observed Tuska and his boys fighting demons and was so entertained that once the orcs finally died, he just resurrected them. And so now Tuska and his horde fight Korn's demons for all eternity. Every time they die, they just come right back the next day, and they could not be happier.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say this is
Tuska's
like a
having a blast.
Prometheus situation, but not so much. We're having a great time. It's
No,
more of
he's
a
having
like we're gonna go fight forever in Valhalla.
He's basically Orc Doom guy, and he's awesome, and I love him. He's great.
Doom. What's Doom? Wait, Doom. Doom guy. I feel like I'm just blanking.
So there's a game called Doom.
Yeah.
There's a game franchise called Doom where you play as a guy called Doom Guy.
Is it like Judge Dredd?
No, he's like just a soldier guy fighting in hell,
Okay,
and that's
cool.
the entire thing.
Fair
You're
enough.
just
So
like, you're just a guy
So he
fighting
just like
demons in
caught
hell.
a train to hell. Caught a midnight train going into the webway.
Not the webway. We went into the warp.
Guys, it's
I know there's a lot
Why?
of W names,
just
and they're all the
dyslexic.
same thing, but
caught
not the
the
same
midnight
thing.
train going into the warp. Don't stop walking.
They'll never stop. Our next character that we'll talk about is Captain Badrook of the Freebooters. Badrook.
Bad truck. It's like a
Bad
bad truck. Bad truck.
Captain Badrook, the freebooter captain. So he's a captain in the freebooters. He was exiled from the Bad Moons clan for having too many teeth for his own good.
Rich.
He is described as unusually cunning. Like he's weirdly smart for an orc.
Spooky.
He's also a massive coward.
Oh, he's me.
He's Jack Sparrow.
No, you know who he's. Yeah, okay, that's fair. He reminds me of, and honestly, as I was thinking it, which is why I kind of laughed, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if this character was actually inspired by Jack Sparrow.
Probably.
Oh shit, his name just fell out of my head. Hanzo Oneka. I can't remember exactly how to pronounce it. Do you remember in Clone Wars? He's the guy who comes back every now and then. He's like a pirate gang guy. And he's got that kind of hair that looks.
He's got like the bandana too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
But then he's always fucking out of there when the violence starts. He's like, okay, bye.
Yeah. Actually, that's very similar to Captain Badrook, actually.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I get it. I knew it was worth it.
So Badrook usually leaves the moment a fight turns for the worst.
Right.
Using a custom and stolen teleporter. And because he uses this teleporter, other orcs are convinced that he's just magic.
That's fair. If I saw a guy just use return.
Just yeet. Gone.
And I was.
That guy's
I
magic.
didn't know how to do it. You know that first time when I started and you left me alone in the world for the first time and I died and I didn't know about return and I didn't see the pop up and I was just sitting there in shout chat like, someone! I don't know what to do! And then I Googled it and I was like, oh.
Captain Badrook actually makes a significant appearance as an antagonist in the book Brutal Cunnin, which, if you like orcs, that's a good book.
Okay, are they written how orcs?
In orc? Yes. Yes, they are.
Oh, I might actually be able to read it.
It's
actually
really
probably
fun.
there is no way I could read it. I don't.
Our next orc is a relatively minor one, but his story is really fun, so I thought it'd be fun to talk about. His name is Grizguts.
Grizguts.
Grizguts is the orc who time traveled.
I like time travel.
Mm-hmm.
The orc who left through time.
Pretty much. So basically, he was an orc warlord who, so he was on his wa, went into the warp by accident, and because the warp is all timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff.
The Octa.
What the Octa? I'm the Octa.
I'm the Octa. Oh, ties are cool. Oh, dies.
An orc would unironically have a sonic screwdriver, and it would work just because he thinks that it does.
Oh, it would be like, that one episode where...
Yeah, the sonic screwdriver. Yeah, ironically, it would work. Yeah, ironically. It's just like, not a lot of people actually know what the fuck sonic screwdriver works. It just doesn't work on wood. Just that. It literally almost can do anything. Who knows? Maybe Doctor Who are orc.
That one's really cute.
That was cute. That was like a heartwarming
That was really cute.
one.
That guy's an orc.
So they're in a fugue state.
No, they're just stupid.
Oh, me too.
So when Grisguts came out of the warp, they actually noticed that they were back in time. They were at the moment right before they went into the warp. And so Grisguts, being a bit of a kleptomaniac, went into his past self's ship and killed himself to get 2 of his favorite shooters.
So, whoa. Okay, 1 second. Sorry. So they went in the warp.
And when they came out, they were back in time right before they went in.
So is it like they could see themselves over there going into the... Okay. That's what I was trying to understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
The confusion of this event spiraled his horde into disarray, and his wa ended.
Aww.
Yeah.
Don't rain on my...
Listen,
Wah.
even time paradoxes confuse orcs a bit too much. That's when they tap out. They're like, this ain't fun anymore, boss.
They certainly confuse movie directors. So this obviously would then confirm that there are multiple timelines.
Warhammer is a multiverse.
Okay, cool. So that means that Grisguts, right?
Grisguts, yes.
So that means that there is no longer a Grisguts in that original dimension.
It's described as he time traveled.
Yeah.
Time traveling is a thing in 40k.
Yeah.
Whether or not it means he jumped into another universe, who knows? The thing about Grisguts is his story is really fun because he went back in time to kill his previous self to get 2 of his favorite guns. But it's just... A lot of orcs are really fun because you can just like have a story like that and you're like, that's funny and silly and ridiculous.
They're not too worried about canon events.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Miguel O'Hara would hate orcs.
Okay, but he's pretty though.
No, he's
walking, he's pawing around.
He's
jumping around.
Ooh.
Work on that tempter.
Bite me, Daddy. Our last orc we will talk about today. His name is Gazkul Mag Uruk Thraka.
Gazkul Mag Uruk Thraka.
Yes.
Oh.
Also known as Margaret Thatcher.
Because of
That's
the
not
hair?
a joke. No, his name is supposed to be a play on Margaret Thatcher.
I'm looking.
I don't know why.
Maguk Thatcher. I get the last 3 words, yeah.
Yeah. Gazkul, I think, is just Gazkul. You could say Gazkul is like the main character of the orcs. He's sort of like the one that's got the most going on because he's 40k's biggest orc.
So he's the boss.
He's the boss. He's the current war boss of the Goths. That's why he's got like the checkerboard.
Okay. So he's got a lot going on.
It's true. Gazkul began his rise to war boss after a battle resulted in his head being decapitated.
Usually that's the end of the story.
But luckily, Gazkul is an orc. His body was slapped onto a mech body.
Oh, okay.
And he was just fine. And then
so it happened really fast. It's like that. Okay, what game was this that I saw a friend playing where like you get decapitated in first person, but it all happens so fast that you're like your friends like catch your head and like stick it on a thing that they're able to like save you. And then at another point, Hitler's running around and he's shooting people.
That's Wolfenstein.
Yeah, but I remember because like I was just like watching my friend play this game that was like kind of violent, and then it had this first-person cutscene where you get decapitated and then like quickly move, and I was like, that is actually like I was like traumatized. I was like, not okay. I was like, I did not need to see that.
This is interesting. You're familiar with Wolfenstein, but you're not familiar with Doom. They're actually very similar. Just replace Nazis with demons.
To say familiar, I think in your mind is to say have played. I haven't played Wolfenstein.
Well, I mean, like you're aware of Wolfenstein.
Well, I was aware of this cutscene I saw.
Right.
I know that Wolfenstein is like you're killing Nazis and shit, and I think that's great.
Right.
Like my brother plays Wolfenstein. My brother also plays Doom, but at some point I think I have been like, "What are you playing?" And he said Wolfenstein, and I've probably seen him play Doom and just not asked what it was.
Right, because as I said, they are very similar.
Yes.
So you probably saw Doom and was like, oh, that's Wolfenstein.
Or just any other game.
Or just any shooting game.
Yeah,
that
it's
makes
just
sense.
that at some point I was told what Wolfenstein was, and a category box was made in my brain.
Mhm.
So I can hear Wolfenstein and go, oh, yeah, that's the thing with the Nazis. That hadn't happened for Doom yet.
So after Gazcool was decapitated and his body was slapped onto a mech, which made him very big,
Right.
he deemed himself the Prophet of Dawa.
Kind of like a weird Briario. Or like Mako, the Prophet of the Wa.
Prophet of Dawa.
Oh, sorry, Prophet of Dawa. I would say Ma Wa is law.
My Wa is law.
My Wa is law.
Actually, fun fact, he was actually saved by a little Gretchen that he keeps around.
Gretchen.
Named Makari.
No, Gretchen.
Makari is his banner waver, so he like holds up like Gazcool's icon and is like, this is Gazcool. Makari is known as the luckiest Gretchen because every time he dies, he gets resurrected with all of his memories intact.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't know why.
And everybody else who gets recommended. Hey guys, I really like this one orc. He's great. You should work with him. Here's his card. His was are fantastic, but make sure
Oh my god.
you bring your own condoms.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Listen,
That's the one.
listen, there is a community
that's
out
in the
there
web
that
way.
finds 40k orcs quite attractive.
Oh, that's that. Oh, I can't remember. I came across like a hashtag later. I was like, what is that? And like clicked it, and it was like people who are attracted to monsters or non-human bodies. And I was like,
oh yeah.
what? I gotta go. Makari gets resurrected. So other people who gets resurrected, they lose their memory.
Typically, resurrections are not very common in 40k.
Okay. So not only is it exceptional in the case of like,
He
but
is
like when they, I
resurrected.
guess it messes with your head, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. You lose oxygen going in there for a while. It's gonna scramble stuff around.
It's very odd.
Yeah.
But Makari's great, and he and Gaz are like kind of friends.
I love friends.
He is not Gazcool's best friend. Gazcool's best friend is a human named Commissar Yarrick.
Okay.
Yarrick is a guy who lost his arm in a battle with an orc, and as a response, he calmly reacted by ripping off that orc's mechanical arm and replaced his own with it.
Here, did you put your arm in the...
This event was seen as the coolest thing ever by every single orc. Whenever Gaz hears that Yarrick is on a world, it doesn't matter what he's doing, doesn't matter who he's fighting, he's gonna stop and immediately go wherever Yarrick is. Because, to Gazcool, Yarrick is the most fun to fight. Because Yarrick is the only human that understands how dangerous orcs are and like understands their tactics and how to fight them.
He just wants somebody to understand.
It should be noted that Yarrick does not reciprocate these feelings. He is horrified of the orcs.
Oh no.
And John has provided a passage from something to
Ooh.
really illustrate how orcs can be terrifying.
Okay, let me get comfy. Guys, everybody get comfy. I was gonna read us a tale. Oh, I'm excited.
This is told from the perspective of Commissar Yarrick.
Okay.
Gazcool Mag Uruk Thraka awaited me beside the ship's access ramp. I did not let my
The JoJo
or the
meme.
sense that I had slipped into an endless waking nightmare slow my stride. I did not hesitate as I strode towards the monster. I stopped before him. I met his gaze with all the cold hatred of my soul. He radiated delight. He then leaned forward, a colossus of armor and bestial strength. Our faces were mere centimeters apart. My soul bears many scars from the days and months of my defeat and captivity, but there is one memory that, above all others, haunts me. By day, it is a goad to action. By night, it murders sleep. It lives with me always, the proof that there could hardly be a more terrible threat to the Imperium than this orc. Thraka spoke to me. Not in Orcish, not even in Low Gothic, in High Gothic.
A great fight,
he said. He extended a huge, clawed finger and tapped me once on the chest.
My best enemy.
He stepped aside and gestured to the ramp.
Go to Armageddon,
he said.
Make ready for the greatest fight.
So yeah, Gazcool is terrifying.
I mean, he's kind of just a Viking. Like, in the sense of...
You could say, yeah, you could draw a lot of parallels between Vikings and orcs.
Yeah, but also like a Goron. But Gorons are also kind of Viking-y. Well, not really. But like, I just mean like in the, I guess, the brotherly bigness. Maybe I'm getting more of a like an English knight coming across a Viking and like not quite understanding like the pleasure that's taken in
seeing this fight,
the fight and like in the activity itself, but also like in the glory or kind of the merit that you take away from winning or losing or being in that battle. I also, side note, I play this character in Red Wing. Glitch Silver, like this is their entire dynamic, is that Red Wing is like the hero and he's trying to do things, and my character just fucking is like a crazy person who just loves fighting him.
Right. Well, also think about it from Yarik's perspective, where like the average orc is, they're just gonna grunt and scream and try to kill you.
Yeah.
But then you have the biggest one you've ever seen in like this giant colossal mech suit, and he's just like, let's go fight again. And he's like smiling and super happy about it. Like that is horrifying.
Well, I mean, think about that with if you were anything. Like, if you're fighting this demonic creature, the scariest moment is when it asks you what you're doing or something.
Yes.
When it looks at you and, like, is on your level. The hardest demon to beat in Zelda is Darklink.
Because he understands.
Yeah, well, it's he has everything you have. So how do you counter that?
Yeah.
You take out the Megaton hammer. Spoilers.
Oh, he doesn't have, why doesn't he have the hammer?
I don't know. That was just how I always did it. There are other ways to do it. You can also just be good at the game. But I was 4.
Yeah, that's fair. That's all I have for orcs for you today. Do you have any questions?
So it's not only that he retained his memories. It seems to be he's quite special because he is of like a human intelligence.
Not only is he the biggest orc, he is the smartest orc, and that's what makes him special.
So, but he is not the biggest because he grew the biggest. He's the biggest because he's in a mech. So that doesn't matter. They're not like prejudiced towards it being
just if they're bigger.
It's literally the one who takes up the most space has the most power.
There's a fun minor story with an orc war boss who there are like orc doctors. They're called pain boys.
Fair enough. Anesthesiologist is what I'd say, but I guess
orcs would rather die than be under the scalpel of a pain boy.
Okay, so not anesthesiologist at all.
They're just gonna poke you and prod you and experiment on you because that's what they find to be fun.
So it's like when you would have an operation in a theater.
A theater, yeah. So this war boss, every time he was like under operation, he would kind of notice that the pain boy that was working on him, his body would get a little bigger.
The pain boys would?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay.
He would just get slightly bigger. And he was like, oh, I must be seeing things.
So he's shrinking?
And then no. So the idea is the pain boy, whenever this war boss would get big enough, the pain boy would kind of switch their heads.
Oh.
This is from what someone else told me.
Wait,
I did not do research on this. So this could be like totally wrong. But this is what I remember.
This is a black market.
Yeah.
You're stealing
pain boys are messed
full
up.
bodies?
Yeah, but
wait,
yeah, orc.
what? I thought they were doing like orc growth hormone.
No, they're doing orc surgery. Who do you think put Gazcool in the mech?
Listen, a head transplant is a little more than a surgery.
I mean, they're probably just switching heads.
A head transplant?
Yeah, get a Gretchen.
That's only happened once. And it didn't last long.
Yeah, but that was a puny human. It ain't me. Ain't me like a big orc.
It was a scientific marvel and pretty tragic for the family. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Reminds me of like DBZ, like a bridge one is like, yeah, I put my head into a robot. How? Oh God. How? Yeah, this is the awkward moment in the world. It's like, yeah, like, you switch my head with yours in mid-surgery? Yes. How? I just did it.
I guess it's just blowing my mind that that's the easiest way to do it, but I suppose it's the most literal. If I want a bigger body, you just put them on a bigger body. So
just put them on a bigger body.
I guess.
So like on a battlefield, if an orc like gets shot and there's a pain boy behind them, if the pain boy doesn't just take them into an infirmary, he might just like slap something on them, be like, "You're good to go," and that orc will just get right back up, right as range.
It's just like slap a tiny like Hello Kitty band-aid and a bit. All right, you're good to go. Wait, what? Just that? Yeah, you're good to go now. Oh yeah, I feel healed.
I'm using a sippy cup one.
Slap it back on. You're good.
So could you like if one guy comes in, he doesn't have an arm, and then another guy comes in, and then he doesn't have like a leg, and then like another guy comes, like when everybody thought like Shane Dawson convinced everyone that they were just reusing the pizza slices, is it like that, or we're just putting people back to like Franken orcs?
Pretty much.
Okay, I guess what works works. That's
If it
great
works,
for
it
people
works.
making minis because like
Oh yeah, this is what I was saying. Like orcs, when it comes to like taking different things and combining them, excellent.
yeah, it's like literally like the Mad Max like fashion style of like
Just
whatever
works.
was around.
Yeah, they have a very strong junkyard aesthetic,
Yeah.
and it's quite good.
Yeah.
Who would you say your favorite orc clan is?
Oh, the snake bites. I think I like the snake bites.
Yeah, the snake bites are quite good.
Although,
they've got the
as
beast
we were talking
snaggers.
about Yarhar,
The
Frida de
freebooters.
Boot. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I liked all those guys, but I think the snake bites. I think I'd be happy to live on a little orky ranch with my little orky genetic experiment, like my little squiggy boys,
Mhm.
and I'd be like making different big squigs and little squigs. Although I don't want to like I don't want to overbreed the population and then they can't find good squig owners.
They're just mouths with legs, pretty much. They eat anything. They're
The
good to
male
go.
fantasy. This is this is the body type expected of women.
Men, what's stopping you from looking like this?
Men, what if it was a squig? Think about it.
It?
Think about it. Think
Like
about it.
the
A
part?
lamprey is pretty appealing if you don't look at the teeth.
I don't want to think about this. I don't want to think about the spot
The
being
spot.
a squig.
I'm sorry.
You have a favorite orc character that we talked about today?
I mean, I like time travel guy, but
You like Grits Guts?
I do.
It's pretty funny what he did.
I mean, I would say it's not very smart. If I
Well-
travel in time, I'm not gonna kill
Listen.
myself. I'm gonna like work with
Hey,
myself, you know?
He wanted 2 of his favorite gun, and god damn it, he got it.
Right. Could he when it he could have taken a lemon, believed it was the other gun.
No, it's not like that. That's not how it works. That's
Oh,
not
I'm
how it
sorry.
works. The belief thing only goes so far.
I mean,
You
yeah,
can't
that's kind
take-
of belief. That's what faith
Right,
is.
But like one orc can't just believe I'm invincible
Yeah.
and then he can't die.
Right.
That's not how it works. It typically has to be like integrated within their society, sort of. You know what I mean? Like the red ones go
It's not
faster. Every orc agrees on this. It's just how it works.
right. Okay.
But I can't just like take this pencil and say
But,
this is a gun. If you could gaslight the orcs, you could solve so many problems.
This is what I'm saying. Just
wanna gaslight the
manipulate them.
orcs?
Fix it.
If you could trick an orc or convince an orc of something
Right.
that would be universally accepted among their clans,
Right.
what would it be?
It feels like a 3 wishes scenario. Like if I can only convince them of one thing, I guess I'm going to convince them that everything else I say is right, right?
Sure.
There we go. Now I can just oh no,
let
I'm
me tell
going
you
to have to
something.
like make schedule.
Let me tell you something. So Yarik's got one of these like artificial eye things. It's like this big
Oh,
red,
yeah, I've seen those
like
before.
sight circle. This coined him the nickname Bale Eye, and they believed genuinely that he could shoot lasers from it.
And so
I don't know if Yarik
don't
ever
hold
found
out on
that
me,
he could
man. You're
shoot
gonna tell me about
lasers
laser eye. I gotta see this.
from his eyes.
X-Men has given me expectations.
There may have been a situation where Yarik saw an orc and then a laser may have come out. I don't know. Listen, in 40K, anything is
It's
possible.
the death glare. It's like when you actually, it's the you're
Yes.
dead to me stare.
Mhm.
Oh, I wish I could do that.
So, oftentimes, whenever they lose a fight or they need to retreat, they don't see it that
Oh.
way. They see it as, we don't want to fight you right now. We just want to fight you later.
That's me. That's ADHD. Anything that I don't do now, I do later,
They
but
don't-
later doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That's the
They
fucking.
just go away. It's so good.
Oh.
Orcs never lose.
Fight you later.
Orcs is best.
I guess Corn likes them.
Korn does like the orcs quite a bit. They fit very nicely into his vibe.
Right. But Like,
they're actually,
are they more like I could see them also being more nurgly, being
being green, yeah, but like they're overall also being fungus.
Yeah, exactly, being like a decomposer.
People have done a lot of really cool kit bashes where like they paint the orc skin to be like red and they give them like demon horns and stuff.
Yeah, it feels like their ideology is more corny.
Fits very much.
Whereas
the corn.
I don't know. I think it's my own idea of orcs that's influencing, like, like you know, classic orcs,
like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
and, like
being
generic
all
fantasy
gross
orcs.
and like coming out of them weird mucus holes.
Yeah, they're not really gross. They're more just kind of violent.
They're like barbaric.
Yeah, they're children. They're children with no adult supervision.
They're children.
They're gonna run
now.
around and break things. They're children now, and Gazcool is like a teenager essentially.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense.
Which makes sense because he's so smart that he actually has depression.
Me too.
Poor
Oh,
Gazcool.
poor Gazcool.
I gotta read his book. I've heard it's very good.
Maybe he would get along with Necron. They would have a lot of common. Is his head aging?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if orcs age.
I don't. Yeah, I guess mushroom types, depending. Like
think
they
they
kind of just keep growing.
Yeah, I think they just keep getting bigger. So orcs have like their own lingo. Would you like to know of what they call certain things?
Yeah.
So we've gone through a couple
Love
things
vocab.
like guns are daka.
Daka.
We always need more daka.
Yeah.
Swords are choppas.
Choppas.
Space Marines, they used to be called beaky gits because they had very beaky helmets.
Yeah, I see it.
Chaos Space Marines are spiky boys.
Apt.
I think Necrons are tin heads or tinnies.
And I never had a heart.
I don't know if they have a name for the Eldari. They might just call them like pointy ears or something.
Right. So which clan is Shrek in? Where's Donkey?
Any updates on Heroes of Eorzea? It's sort of on the back burner right now.
I said I'd help and then I had a mental breakdown. I'm sorry.
What is your favorite tabletop game or favorite video game currently?
I sometimes have trouble with tabletop games because I...
Shit. I don't want it. Absolute crazy.
Player warning his audience about the massive honey scam 6
You know, can I just say that lately that we are watching like the old John Trump videos, and whenever he gets a honey sponsor, it's just like honey. Honey, honey, honey.
years ahead of time.
There's some shady shit going on. I can't put my finger upon it.
To Jack
He knew it. He had the crazy eyes and everything. He predicted it. He smelled assassinus in the air.
To Jacksepticeye's brutally honest warning.
Do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube?
Yes.
Here are 8 times
Based. Absolutely based.
YouTubers tried to warn their audience, starting with Markiplier, who spent a few minutes during a 2019 stream to vent about a product that every YouTuber except him was promoting.
I don't know why, but I naturally distrust Honey.
With Honey being a free browser extension promising to help people save money.
I can't believe that I even had it downloaded. I got jabosted to this once. I downloaded it, I tried it a few times, and it was useless. And you know what? You could literally Google up whatever codes, coupons or promo codes, and you could find it, but Honey did not find it. You motherfucker. I am gullible. I thought that it would work.
Markiplier went on to explain his doubts about it.
My gut tells me that nothing in life is free.
Allegedly.
So where's all these savings coming from? They push so much advertising. On YouTube, they do brand deals with other YouTubers.
Despite admitting that Honey might turn out to be fine, Mark couldn't bring himself to trust it.
I got no problem with like the concept of an app that like clips coupon codes for you. That's great. That sounds great on its surface.
but there's some shady shit going on. People are getting money out of it, and
Bro, he was cooking. He was cooking so hard that we didn't listen. We didn't listen. He does have a little bit of a crazy eye. He needs someone to Photoshop a tinfoil hat onto him. He's going through a phase. Yeah, his antenna, he's like getting the information, okay? He's communicating with the mothership.
out of it, and then people are saving money out of it, and that makes sense, but the other part doesn't make sense, and then something's going on here. Where's all this money coming
Hey, Deacon.
from?
Capping it off with a bold prediction.
I have a feeling there's gonna, in like a couple years, there's gonna be the great honey conspiracy of like 2022.
This would become eerily accurate in 2025 with tech.
I mean, 3 years. He was off 3 years. You know? 3 years. He did call it hard.
Reviewer Megalag
close.
being the first YouTuber to expose the ugly truth.
Honey is a scam, and the majority of claims promoted by those influencers aren't even remotely true.
The scam affected both the user and the content creator. The user would always get the worst possible discounts, while the creators would lose affiliate revenue to Honey.
Bro, it's just winning, winning, and winning. Everyone loses. What a sponsorship. Amazing.
Once Megalag spoke out, other YouTubers stepped forward too, including tech reviewer Marcus Brownlee, who would also explain the scam and credit Mark for getting it right all along.
Do you think they got sued for that? I mean, because basically what was the scam about Honey, right? Is that Honey was an extension that runs through quote-unquote these discount codes, but most of the time it didn't find anything. But if, like, let's say that you went to GamerSups, right, and you were using code Scoochen for 10% off, and you would run Honey, then Honey would erase the code Scoochen and it would rewrite it with their own code, and I wouldn't get the referral, but they would get my referral. And you wouldn't get shit, but they would get the money that you wanted your content creator to get. Referral. Shut up.
And there was a hilarious clip of Markiplier from like 4 years ago being very suspicious of them.
Mark admitted that while
Bro, he does look mildly autistically schizophrenic. This man was having a midlife crisis, rambling. It's like old man yells at cloud. He was just like, put me to the asylum!
While he knew something was wrong, the extent of the scam still shocked him.
I just knew that it didn't feel right.
Oh my god, his hair grew so much.
I never took a Honey deal because I didn't trust it.
Can I point out that his antenna is still erect, okay? He's still getting information from the mothership. He's still connected, he knows. The knowledge is there.
And holy shit, it was so much worse than I ever could have imagined.
Markiplier has every reason to feel smug about his prediction, much like PewDiePie, who was the first YouTuber to warn about the dark side of Ryan's world.
It's kind of like seeing child stars on television, because you know, like, their parents are literally forcing them to do it, and it's just something sad about it.
He would make this comment on January 3rd, 2017, when he sat down to react to an article making a bold claim.
What is this? 5-year-old threatens to dethrone
Chaffee Parole.
Chaffee Parole. Bro, I watched a documentary about it was family influencers, and there was such a sad, fucked up story in it. So it was a mom had a kid, right? And the kid was like 3 years old, and the mom sort of wanted to quote unquote inspire her kid to be just like this kid, like to review toys, you know, because this kid is like a millionaire at this point. He was basically reviewing toys, getting sponsorship deals, and it's family friendly, so YouTube monetized the shit out of it. And that's what the mom wanted to do it too, but the kid wasn't really good at it. The kid was like a little bit like awkward and a little bit chubby and not as photogenic. And it was so sad because like a few years passed and they didn't get anywhere, and she just got like another kid, and now she's trying it with the younger one while ignoring the older one because the older one failed, and now she just rebooted it and starts, and the second kid actually looks cuter and more photogenic and is better for the camera, and the older kid is like, wait, no mom, I can do it, I can totally do it, but the mom now doesn't fucking care. You know, say it, he was ugly. Bro, he was before puberty. You know, it happens that you look like a little bit, you know, like a child. A child doesn't have to be beautiful. That's what puberty is for. Oh, but it was so sad. She was just literally like, oh, okay, I guess I will make a new one because young kids are better anyways.
YouTube King. Over my goddamn.
So sad.
Body!
Pewds would go on to review this up-and-coming channel, only to be left thoroughly unimpressed. But it wasn't just the content that left a bad taste in his mouth.
Who will you hatch?
See, she doesn't even let him finish. He was clearly about to say something there.
Besides the pattern of parental manipulation, Pewds noticed another odd thing about Ryan's channel.
Have you ever seen a video with 11 million views and 9,000 likes? Please direct me to that video because it doesn't exist. These are not real people. These are not real views.
They were botting. Oh my god, that's impossible. Also, why is Millie Keller writing in Korean? Hello? Miss Keller, you are, that's Korean? Hello? Miss Keller, what do you mean by that?
PewDiePie would end his rant with a funny skit that would end up being scarily close to the reality of most child YouTubers.
Can you do it again, baby? But can you do it with more energy?
More energy?
Yeah. Hey, here's a Red Bull, okay? Mommy needs some dollars, so you need to look happy.
8 years later, Ryan's channel has come under intense scrutiny for parental exploitation and
I wanna quit that. I wanna stop. Dude, I saw this, that he was like too old. Fuck.
shady business practices, ultimately proving Pewds right. But while PewDiePie didn't personally...
Dude, there's so many fucked up family vloggers. It's actually crazy. You have no idea how many horror stories there are. It's like how abusive. You know what? And it's mostly the mothers. It's always the mothers. I have never seen, I'm sure it exists, but I have never seen a video where it would have been the father pushing the kid into this. It was always the mother. This is like the next generation of like toddlers and tiaras. You know how there were like the little girls and their mom was like, oh yeah, we will put you onto whatever. And the little 3-year-olds were drinking like coffee and alcohol and whatever to get like pumped to the show. This is it, but like in like this generation.
We know Ryan, controversial YouTuber Woah would give a chilling warning about someone she knew very well. Woah, real name Victoria Rose.
Is she British by any chance? I just wonder that is she British by any chance? You think? Might be. Now she's American. Really? But she has the caterpillars. What the fuck are those eyelashes? It's a caterpillar.
First rose to fame in 2017 after using racial slurs and claiming to be black.
I took the test and they said I'm black. That means I have the right to...
Okay, I'm sorry, can I... I can smell the British, okay? I'm sorry, I smelled it. It wasn't all of it, but I smelled it.
Means I have the right to tell y'all that I'm black.
But it became pretty clear that Vicky was just building a persona to chase clout, much like fellow flexer Lil Tay.
I dropped 200 racks on this car, and I'm only 9.
You have no idea how much I hate this type of personality. I don't... This loud, dumb, and obnoxious, whatever you want to call this personality, I hate that.
Years old.
Vicky and Tay's paths would cross due to Vicky's feud with another...
That top is very... Girl, that top is very generous on you. Hello? Just tape it on or something.
With another
What the
controversial
fuck?
teen, Bad Baby, aka the Cash Me Outside girl.
Me and my blood sister. You feel what I'm saying? These broke ass bitch.
Bad baby is a
But on June 29th, 2018, Vicky would make a surprisingly serious video after she discovered the concerning truth about her friend.
Lil Tay is a little girl, a 10-year-old girl who came from Canada.
Who came from Canada. Was she reading it? Was that like a hard word or something? What was the pause? Who came from Canada.
Who came from Canada.
Oh no, the horrors. It's Canada.
Who plays ballet. You know what I'm saying? She don't know nothing about no rappers. She don't know nothing about flexing. It's her brother that runs her account.
Going on to explain why this was so bothersome.
She's really a good person. Like, it's just her brother in her ear telling her what to do. He started yelling at her, was like, why'd you do that? You did it wrong, da-da-da-da-da. And
I have such a hard time understanding what she says, and she doesn't even speak fast. She's not even XQC, and I'm just like, what?
then she started crying because, like, she's 10 years old. She doesn't know how to handle all that.
Fans were quick to appreciate Vicky's rare moment of maturity. Her warning highlighted the exploitation in Tay's life, leading to more people exposing the truth about Tay's family and eventually allowing Lil Tay to live her own happy life. By exposing Tay's brother, Vicky's video became her most popular one to date, much like YouTuber Polydactyl, who exposed primitive technology channels in his most viewed video ever.
Just like
Wait, was that 6 fingers? AI fingers?
Just like Santa Claus and the Queen of England, primitive technology channels are a lie.
Backing his claim by pointing out inconsistencies with primitive tech videos.
This dude is using a stick to carve out this giant hole, which
God damn it, let the man do a big gigantic hole with a stick. Let the man have a stick.
leaves very small marks in the dirt. And if you look above, you see these really big, wide marks. Something that a shovel would make.
He then points out the evident excavator tread marks in the video, further proving the use of machinery behind.
Okay, that's a rookie mistake. They really could have just like hush this away. Oh my god. Yeah, that might be a little bit on the nose. They might have they could have just Photoshop it out or something, but nah, it's okay. This is for entertainment.
Behind the scenes. But that wasn't all, as the inconsistencies with nature kept adding up.
What's this? He's splitting bamboo with a hatchet? Hatchets do not pop up in nature, alright? Have you ever seen a field of hatchets? Me neither.
I actually saw a field of hatchets, so this is a skill issue. I am growing a field of hatchets myself too.
They're putting the final nail in the coffin by highlighting the scheme behind these channels.
Either like the village or some company came in, they hired a team, and just every once in a while they said, hey, stop working, we're gonna have this dude come out and hit it with a stick a couple times.
Since then, many YouTubers have exposed the truth about primitive technology channels in recent years, prompting people to appreciate Poly. Now, while Polydactyl can gloat about being right, the Sidemen can pat themselves on the back after warning.
Okay, listen, I can't beef with it because it's just like, you do whatever. You know what I have a beef with? The fake animal rescue videos. Now, I hate that. There are so many channels, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to, when they pretend to help the animals, but they actually make the animals themselves to get into trouble. Like, they dirty them up and they get them injured and they neglect them and they just pretend to protect and save them. Now, fuck that. I don't care if this guy used like a fucking tractor to dig the hole, like whatever, you know?
Warning their fans of a scam. In 2025, the Sidemen charity football match was taking place in Wembley, featuring popular YouTubers like Kai Cenat and Logan Paul, causing the tickets to be in hot demand. But in the months leading up to their event, the group became aware of a disturbing activity. Bots and fake accounts are claiming to sell charity match tickets. These are most likely scams. People were grateful for the timely announcement. Surprisingly, this wasn't the first time the Sidemen had to deal with ticket trouble around their annual event, with the 2024 edition affected as well.
We check on eBay.
Have you guys ever been
Yeah, I'll listen to my own music, and then you guys like listen to something else, I guess. So I'm gonna mute the YouTube side of things. I'm so tired. My body is like not functioning properly. My back hurts. That's part of things. I feel like something is missing. Let me go back to my studio thingy. Alright, good. Things is working. And there's quite lots of people here, by the way. Hello there. I'm not sure why. I seen like 4 people in my streams. In my YouTube side of stream, which I am very, very surprised at. And it was here. Hello there. My name is Kirivaka, and I'm your host and your voice for the voice here to entertain you. I may not have no idea what I'm doing. Let me guess, like, who is in here? Good King's here. Mary's here. Hilly is here. I just know 3. Oh, it dropped a 3, so yeah. The other guy is just a random guy. Yeah, that's the thing that you guys have to understand. That I don't really have a lot of like viewer here. By the way, Good King, if you're still here, like have you already seen like the lineup that I made for your made for a thingy? Like the lineup is finished. Yeah, sooner or later I'll be completing it. Maybe by tomorrow, if I'm not lazy. I'm just so tired like this past few days. I really have zero control of my life right now. I really need to take better control. I still need sometimes to get used to like how my body functions again. Like, man, it's just... my body is just tired. And I still have to draw lots of stuff. The animations, I finished the hand. Now I need to finish this part. This one is the hardest for me. Okay? This one will be the most frame that is going to happen. Most action is going to happen. I actually really enjoy making this one. But the head thing is just an idea I have, and I made it up. And I kind of regret it a lot because I have to draw so many like active frame in there. It's just over my budgets. Okay? Over my budgets. But I'll try. I do want to take a little bit of break, so anyone want to chat with me a little bit, you guys can chat with me anytime you want. You're curious about like all this like OBS stuff that happens here, like you can let me know. You can ask me, I can answer you and teach you how to do it too. And in the futures, I might actually work on something, some like slightly even more fun projects that will help out like the thing when I go to BRB, I can pause the game, technically pause the stream. You guys will see like something like really, really funny. Okay. I'm still thinking. Sometimes when I do animations, like my brain is still working and running stuff in the background, and then now I'm just like, my brain is just on like pending mode. It's like reading stuff, understanding stuff, and while I personally is actively chatting with you all, but the pending mode in my brain is just, you know, it's still loading up. This is why sometimes I feel stuck. But I'm really well aware that my brain is thinking about something. It's just the things that happen in the background is just like keep spinning, you know. The Gasheng thing can't detect my Gasheng face, so like the model is not moving properly, but basically it's still working. Yeah. There's still quite a few things I'm still figuring out, to be honest. I'm just tired. I want to take a break. Taking a break now, but when I say I want to take a break, I'll just sit down, play some games, relax a little bit. Being animation is hard. Like when your brain's stuck in like some of like the spacing stuff, like you definitely like felt like something is wrong, but you don't know what's wrong. It's not this one. It's like my brain is like still working on the fluffy one. If you guys don't know, actually I got like a high rate projects that I'm still working on that I haven't touched for quite a long time. I keep reminding myself I have to work on that one. If you guys don't know, I've been working on this animations. Let me try to open it up. Still working on it again. Still working on it. Technically, I already finished working on it. All I need to do is just finish all the like line art and then start coloring and then be done with it. But oh my brain is just so fucking lazy. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. I still haven't really finished it yet. Man, it's going to take ages for me to actually do this one. Ah, Danny, now. Got confidence that you might get selected into the VEP? Oh, you're already in, I just didn't know. Yeah, long time no see. Have you seen my like collab proposal stuff? I put it in my collab channel thingy, and like the technically I also request a lot of like VEP alumni stuff. Nah, it's fine. It's just treat it like normally. Like back then, I was like super aware. I was like in VEP. I basically restrained my language, and I'm not being myself anymore for like a solid 2 years. This is why I didn't rejoin VEP anymore. But I'm still alumni, so I can like communicate with you guys. So yeah, that's that part. But most people don't really like have the money to buy the game. I'm trying to get like a abiotic server, and then like everyone can play together. Currently, like Green Man Gaming have like a 20% discount on the abiotic game, so it's like 65-ish like ringgit. I'm not sure the offer still stand though. At the moment of my posting, yes, it is. Who is this guy? I haven't say hi back to him. Ancient stuff. But yeah, it's just that one. I don't really like have too much things are going on. I got like a few big plans I'm trying to do. My void cast thingy, I'm still like still planning a lot. And then there's like the Marvel Sunday. I'm thinking about like every week, like people can get up together, like either play Monster Hunters or like play like Marvel Rival, like the 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 end day. Okay, the end day. Everyone will like play any games that start with a fucking M. Or like in the futures, if anyone like gone to the VEP thingy, I was planning to create like a weekly like VEP hangout time. Like everyone just like hang out, do whatever the fuck they want in there. Oh, by the way, you will start hearing me like cursing without no tomorrow. I actually have a very potty mouth. I just like restrain it for so long. I finally got used to it. Like being back, coming back, like being a very like very potty mouthed. It's fun, very fun. You know, funny thing is that I'm actually is in a Discord like VC channel, and that Discord VC channel is in Project Orbit. I'm in the VEP VC channel, but too bad, not lots of people in there. Technically, I'm just the only guy that's like active in there when it comes to like VEP like base chat and stuff. Maybe I should move a little bit. Yeah, maybe I should move a little bit. Yeah, I put like a proposal stuff, like put it in the VEP like collab channel too, and then like my own personal like collab channel thingy. I might have to buy one more new server though if it comes to that. It's because like I'm already using that particular server playing with my friend. So the story progression stuff is already started. I mean like it's a idea I have, still workshopping it, okay? And the server is not expensive. It's just like $4 ish. So it's like 20 ringgit, 20-ish ringgit. So the main purpose of that is like I already listed in here is like I keep pressing on the wrong stuff. Okay, back to here. So kind of can see this. Yeah, it can be. It can be, definitely. Oops, zoom in too much. Yeah, you can actually zoom in using like in Discord. I know lots of people actually don't know how to do that. When I do the zoom in, zoom out stuff, they'd be like, "Wait, you can do that?" So it's like a servers, because this thing is like an adventures game. Okay, it's a survival adventure game. There is a story to progress, like Raft. Like the more story you progress, the more like equipments, and then the more like a mechanic actually unlock in the game. But I want to set it up as like I want to make the game like really difficult to play. Like not like normal difficulty. It's like at least I will put this game in hard mode, and the resource can be like respawn, more or less, so people can grind a little bit when there's like lots of people there. So I want to set off the servers that anyone can come in, but they cannot progress the story. They can just like just play the games, do a little bit things like cooking, like doing the gardening stuff, like crafting, like a bunch of like stuff like for other people to use and play. It's like preparing yourself up for like the like big the main streaming time. Like I want to set up as like you know, it's like I want to set this thing up like every Wednesday and every Saturdays. That is like a very sharp times. Like even they are not even people have like, you know, they have like schedule issues, they can't like join the collab. It's fine. We will still like this 2 specific day of the stream will be the stream that will have like the story progressions. If anyone missed the story progression stuff, they can either watch like some of our like the rest of like the people who is going to stream in there, the collab, and do some story catch up. But the main thing is they still can log in, not in the main time. Like if they like, oh, I'm free on Friday, like since I missed like a lot of things, I need to like catch up with the grinding and stuff, like get some weapons done, get some like armors finished, or like I want to cook some food, level up a little bit of my skills, and then they can like go in there, they can start the stream on their own, and then do like some grinding stuff, but they still like maybe they can invite some friends to do grind together, having a little bit chat and fun there, and then blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's generally they still can like stream using a server and have fun in there anytime they want. It's just never progress the story. Just that, never progress the story until the specific like Wednesday and Saturday like group streaming together. It's like those kind of things. Yeah, I personally like more difficulty. The game actually have a very generous like difficulty curve. I'm playing with like there's like easy difficulty, normal difficulty, hard difficulty, apocalypse difficulty. The game like some games, okay, not all the games. Some games actually is making the game more fun by making it harder. I'm not even kidding. Abiotic is weirdly that kind of game because their normal difficulty, you know, like the normal difficulty is really really easy in this game, Abiotic. And I tried to play like the apocalypse like difficulty, and then I found out the game is so fun that you actually will use every available skill you have like in the game, like every mechanic like provided by the game, and to like use it to either protect yourself, like guard your own base, like You really have to like pay attention to your resources. All those kind of things like become like much more fun. It's like you're playing like Resident Evil 4. You play on the hard difficulty, you get lesser bullets. So you are trying your best to get the horror experience of like you don't have enough bullets. You have to shoot. You have to be accurate. If you miss, you're fucked. Like those kind of situations. And the AI of the game, like, here's the thing. I love the difficulty system in Abiotic is because they are not turning the monster into bullet sponge. They actually, when you play harder difficulty, the AI just smarter. Okay? Like usually, they have like, you know, like they do a sidestep and then they pause, stand there and look at you for a very long time. And then they start to do actions. It's very easily dodgeable. In normal, like all the monsters is just very easily dodgeable. All the attack is so telegraphed. But if you play Apocalypse, like there's a mob that is like a small bug mob. Not even bug actually, it's more like a potato. The potato will like jump up, like they will make a noise, and then like they jump up, and then they spin, and then charge at you. That is normal difficulty. In Apocalypse difficulty, it just just immediately jump at you. So the game become like I won't really say horror game. The game become like slightly more like reactive. Like it's more fun that way. And because it becomes like slightly more difficult to play the game, you really are being careful in the game. And being careful in the game is so fun. I'm not even kidding. In that game, like being careful in the game is so fun. It's like playing Backroom, but like survival game. Like it have like not exactly scary, but it felt like the game gave you not just challenge, but you really have to be aware of your environment. And the game has so many survival mechanics. I just loved it. Like among all the survival game, like this one is like very accessible but also fun at the same time. Like you can be the cook, you can be the gardener, you can be like the crafter, you can be the long range guy, you can be the close range guy, you can be the guy with a gun, you can be the guy with a crossbow. Yeah, you can play this game like a horror game if you max out the difficulty of the game. Or you can play the stealthy guy. Yeah, so you have to like pay attention and make your resources. Abiotic is a very good game because again like the idea of like, you know, like in a lot of surviving game, your character start out like a idiot. Okay, why you don't know the most basic thing in the world? But in like Abiotic, it's like you are a scientist. Okay, you are a nerd. You don't know how to fight. That's the thing. Like you suck at fighting, and then you slowly progress and learn how to fight, and you actually can notice like how you are able to fight. It's like you don't have any strength, so if you use any heavy weapon, you just you don't have any strength to use like heavy weapon. So in order to train your strength, you can create a gym. Like craft a gym place so you can kind of like train your strength, or like you just holding something heavy in your inventory and then walk around, and then you can build up your strength, and then you can start to use heavy weapon because you got like enough strength level. Like it makes sense in that point. You are not an athletic person. You can't shoot a gun because you never shot a gun before. So when you actually use the gun, your hand actually wave around so much you can't aim. Because you suck at aiming. You never fire a fucking gun before. And then you slowly learn how to like reload your gun. Like when you reload the gun, actually there's like they have a separate skill for accuracy and reloading. So when you reload your crossbow, reload your gun, all those kind of things, you can see at the very beginning if you have like low level on that thing. Like when you're reloading, you can see like the guy is like really clumsy. Like they don't know how to pull the crossbow. They don't know how to like put in the magazine in one go. They have to and then get it in. I really love like games with like lots of tiny detail in there. It's really fun. And then the more you level up, like the more professional your character can be. And then if anyone like SCP stuff again, like SCP stuff like is fun to have. So if anyone like go to the SCP stuff and you know, they can like see like so many like other stuff that is going on, they can like have fun with it. Because the game, if anyone ever played Lethal Company before, I would say closer to like Lethal Company, but while the game is like having like a theme of like those kind of like monster theme with like the SCP, like they follow like the SCP stuff, even the graphic looks like one, but the game ultimately is a survival game. So it's like a Lethal Company but survival game. I really loved it. But it's hard for me to play with a lot, with like a, you know, like one-on-one play with another person's. Since I play this game for a very long time, like I'm already halfway to the game, so my knowledge of the game is like more vaster. I will be a very boring like persons that will play together with another persons. I also noticed that when I invite like one of the friends that I let them like do a lot of playing, that guy is just dumb. I feel like he's just dumb, or he did it on purpose just to rage bait me. Like my instruction is, all right, now you have to do is, because I don't want to do everything else, it's just going to suck the fun out of the game, right? So I let him do it. I'll be like, okay, grab the item, grab the item. This is a tutorial. Grab item, make a crafting table, and then create a battery, open the door. He spent 2 hours on it. Oh, by the way, the game do have a lot of bombs, so. And you can make traps. But yeah, like asking him to do the most basic stuff, somehow he can just keep wandering off. Basically, he have very heavy ADHD. So he basically just keeps seeing, ooh, shiny. Ooh, what this do? Ooh, what that do? Ooh, what this do? I just standing there, waiting forever for him to build a gosh dang battery to open the door. And I say, yes, you can grab this item, and then use the item that you just grabbed, and it's the material for you to make the battery. And he keep making other stuff, and then ran out of item. We had to sit there and then grab the stuff again. And then he go on and do some other things, and then go on and do some other things, go on and do some other things. It's literally in the tutorial area. You can't even like go out yet. And I'm slowly losing my patience too, to be honest. It's like, yeah, this is... I want to understand, because like this is the thing, is like everyone is new to... Like he's new to the game, so he might not know a lot of stuff. But he play a lot of different kind of survival games, so definitely like gamer bias, you would immediately... You know, like, that's the thing, like, there are people unable to like grasp the most basic stuff, but he played hardcore like survival game before. It's like gamer bias, you should know a thing or two on how to do things immediately. You know, it's like, oh, you don't need tutorial because you already know WASD is like going to move. You can use your mouse to look around, like those kind of stuff. Like gamer bias, you already know like the basic of the stuff. Like most of the stuff that I talk about it is like very basic, but you play it like he never played a game before in his life. I was like, there's some issues here. But yeah, the game is fun. Just generally say the game is fun. But the problem is when I play with other people, like I have to play the dumb guy so they can enjoy the game. Imagine like everything is like served up to you like while you're playing the game. I feel like people will lose the enjoyment out of it, you know? Oh yeah, if I remember well, when you say spend like 4 hours playing the game, well technically like 4 hours not long for playing the game, but yeah, is it like the trial series? There's a lot of trial series. There's so many trial series like game that it can scare the crap out of you. Like depends on how you want to like proceed to it. Like this particular one. Ooh, nice art. So the trial series is very big. When I say very big, it's not just normal big. It's like so fucking big. Trial things, if you really want to play it properly, okay, you have to play the trial in Sky and then try in the Sky at Sea. Technically, Sea is the new one, if I remember. Is it? No. So basically, it's like try the Sky, first game, second game, third game, and then you have to go to Trial of Cold Steel. Yes, not Trial from Zero first. Okay, so the Trial of Zero is newer game. So if you want to play things like chronologically, yes, you have to play it like this. But if you want to play it like which game released first, is the Trial in the Sky 1, 2, 3, and then go to Trial of like Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after that you have to go play Trial of Zero, and then you have to play like Trial of Zoo, and then you had to play like Trial Through Daybreak, and then like Reverie, and then like Beyond. I forgot Beyond Horizon, like when they come out. It's just this entire gosh dang series. If you miss one of them, okay, I'm not even kidding. You miss one of this game, you would be so confused because they keep mentioning each other game. Like Trial of Cold Steel and Trial in the Sky is a completely like separate separate area. They are in literally different country, but the country is like in war. So sometimes they mention something in Trial of Cold Steel, and then sometimes Trial of Cold Steel mentions something in Trial of Sky. You would be no idea what the fuck happening. But it's a good series. It is a good series. Yeah, the remake one is the SC, if I remember well. Because the trial in the Sky is like a very old. I think it's like they use RPG Maker to make it. So yeah. And then it started off and being like a very big series afterward. Like, ooh. Like playing the Mana series, playing like the Chrono series. Like this is like another like very big Japanese series. Like here's the thing, like the trial series, like each game you can play like 3 months. You're still playing the gosh dang game. And then this is like a lot of game, okay? Try to think like each game you can play like a month worth of like stuff in there. You're still playing it. And I hate to say this, Trial of Cold Steel, you have to repeat playing the game a few more times to get the perfect story. They built the game that way. Like you can't get perfect ending in the first run. You have to play the second and third time to actually get the perfect ending. I'm not sure about 2, 3, 4, but I guarantee sure the Trial of Cold Steel 1 is. Yeah, trial game is like so long. It's so gosh dang long. It scared people. But by the way, this is the animation I just like mentioned. This is out of nowhere, but still, yeah. I'm still cooking these animations. Technically, I should finish this thing ages ago. I just got too busy. Okay, this one is a free thing, so like, if there's any pay stuff that happening, obviously I'm going to do this. Yeah, you got caught into the trap. Your friend set up a trap for you, and then you step into the trap card. You activate my trap card. Ding! You're going to play a lot. If you really want to make sense of the story. At least like the Tale series that you don't really need to like perfectly play every game. You just can get in one of the Tale series and that is fine. But the Trial series, holy shit, you have to play every single game to like understand like some part of it. They still can do story like individually, but it kind of like you can and cannot in the same times. Because the problem is like you feel like you're missing out some things when they mention something from another game. You'll be like, the fuck, why they suddenly talk about this thing? I do not understand a single thing they're talking about. And then later on, I'll be like, oh, it's in another game they mention something. That happens in another game. I do like the continuity they try to write like a massive world. Like everything is like happening in the same time, like in a different timeline, in like a different timeline. But yeah, like you can like, it's fun, but also same time it can be like very intimidating for lots of people. Yeah, this is like a transition scene. And then there's this one. I'm still working on it. Yeah, I might turn this into like a news service. Like, yeah, I need to like re-render like the entire shark riding scene in like a separate scene. I might turn this into like a loop service offer, like rideable, like, you know, like rideable, like you know, like those kind of like you go to shopping mall. There's like that like capybara like cart that you can ride, like animal type of cart, any animal. I want to do something like this. Anyone can like ride anything they want. Just pay me a low $100. $100 is a little bit too much. Maybe like $80. Yeah, pay me a low $80. Technically $80 still. Yeah, low $80, and you can get yourself riding some things that you like to ride. That sounds very sus. I quite like how the shark thing you like work out. For low $80, then I will draw you on a rideable. Rideable what? Who knows? But yeah, I really love the animation that I just made on this one. Like the Ina one is technically, you can say this one is a prototype. The front view. I think the angle one, it does have a lot more like, you know, people felt like this thing looked more amazing than this one. This one's still good. Very cartoonish. But this one is like a little bit different level, I think. I can stare at this thing all days. Because so far, I think like there's nothing wrong with the anatomy and stuff. Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit hard for me to draw like the full face and everything. And then I was like teaching people how to do animation and stuff. There's so many things that I can do. Yeah, go to luck and everything. For me, I'm just trying to take a break. I'm very tired. Drawing animation is a very tired job. I should ask for extra pay in the futures, because so far my what is it? Yeah. So far my animation service is not expensive. Like last time I did this one, I think the booby I made it too much. Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows? Actually, here's the thing. This is a very accurate heavy boobies, okay? Oh, the booby is so strong. My Vtuber says like my Vtuber start lagging. So I've been like doing a lot of like animations, kind of like study and stuff lately, a lot. And one of it, I see this video, okay? This particular video. Was it? Not this, not this. Is it in here? Let me try to scroll it up to find it. Is it this one? Nope. Is it? Not this one. This one. See? It's a very realistic booby movement, okay? You know, this really helps me a lot because like there's so many like VTubers have like supersized boobs, and I'm when I do like animations, I usually do action animations or like a lot of dynamic movement and stuff. So having this as a Gashang reference really helps me a lot because like sometimes I do not know how women's boobs works, especially when they increase to this level of size. Like actually, what kind of size she's in? Like how gosh dang big this can be? Like a poor back. Like the initial of like the movement itself, like it is gonna snap her back one day. You know, the pieces of clothing is like fighting their dear life not to just fall off. Like you would just say like, holy booba. Yeah, I've been posting lots of like drawing tips lately. Not my drawing tips. Like I mean like I've been searching a lot of like different like art drawing tips and stuff, and I've been like learning a lot from them. Anyone who want to learn drawing, like you guys can like drop into like this particular one and then try to learn it from this way. There's so many art study I find like like suitable, especially this one is like, yeah, if you guys want to draw like human muscle stuff, like have troubles drawing, like this one is like really like showing lots of things. When they animate it, it kind of like make it like even more visible for you to understand. And then this one, the animal one, ooh. Not lots of people actually do like animal study that well. This guy does on dinosaur, on like this and that. Like dinosaur muscle doesn't exist, but he managed to make like a muscle kite for the dinosaur, so it does help a lot. It does help a lot. When you try to draw a dragon or something, it's always help. Like this one is a gorilla. Yeah, I really like to find like this kind of like tutorial stuff. Really helps a lot, especially on the like art reference stuff. And then I've been doing lots of dynamic art movement lately, like this one. Ways up art. This one, the latest one I made. I would say this is my proudest artwork so far. It's simple, but also the clothes itself is actually very difficult to like figuring out at the moment. I have to trace the clothes to actually learn a little bit. Been doing lots of like art jobs lately, which I like it a lot, but still need a lot more business though. This is a low budget scuff animations. This is the YCH or pre-concept animation. So I will make another pre-concept animation for like the writing stuff. And then this is the animation sections. This is for the low budget animations. This is for the puppet animations. You can see puppet animation is just like same drawing. It's just I'm tweening, moving them around a lot. Just that. And then later on, I will do like a higher budget animations that will be like 12 DPS drawing, which is going to be double the gosh dang price of this one. Like 1 second, already 300 ringgit, okay? 330 ringgit in this one, okay? So if I do like a higher budget one, which is actually double the price, supposedly be even more than double the price, I just like try to give people a discount, you know? So it's just going to be like one, and again, like this is like I'm trying to be very generous. This is supposed to be like a 1 second price. I turn into a 3 second price, okay? I already give them like 2 seconds for free. And it's still 300s, okay? For 3 seconds of loop animations. And most animations like either like 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 12 seconds, or something like that, alongside. This is like one of the other client stuff. Let's go to serviced. Ooh, ding dong bell. Who? Nah, not mine. Oh gosh dang it. So yeah, I still have this thing. I need to finish up like that fluffy animation I made. I need to put it up as the placeholder to show people the qualities of like the animations itself. And I'm gonna go to the toilet now. It's been a nice day on just chatting stuff. I'll be back soon. Hold on. Ooh. And there's still quite lots of stuff that I have to do. This is one of them. Today's progressions on animations that I made so far is I finished this hand. And then I finished the line knot on this one. Yeah, I really love this one, the posing and stuff. I love his design too. I actually still haven't like fully finished it yet, so like Good King's here, like hi there. Like once I finish the line knot, I'm not sure like to give a close like stripe or not. I feel like this is like a kind of guy that will wear stripe on his like business clothes. I'll just keep it black. Keep it black. Yeah, I still have to like draw like the, you know, the hands and stuff. Like generally most of the line art is already finished. I really love like how I managed to draw him like so far. Might have to correct the right eye a little bit more. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Not lots of things happening on the internet, huh? Oh, by the way, I do recommend that people to read like the. If you guys scroll up a little bit, you guys might be able to see the link that I post. It's called The Grand Final. The webcomic is so good. If anyone who is like a sci-fi like watches, like love sci-fi shit, yes, that one is good. The way they wrote the story is like even funnier. Is actually like that guy went to alien planet. Okay, he went into alien planet, and the aliens speak Bahasa Indo. I know they just want to use some other language like rarely used for them, I guess. To flex, either flex or like just like having some fun with it by using Bahasa Indo for the alien language. So like they are struggling on like talking a lot about like stuff. But I because I'm a Malaysian, I do study Malay and I do understand Malay. So I end up like understand like 50% of the word the aliens say. Like the story is about like revolving like this guy land into like a strange alien planet and then like there's intelligence alien in there, so they try to like talk and exchange like language and stuff. But the fact is that I can read that guy's like talking in English and then the aliens talking Bahasa Indonesia. It's just funny. And the fact of that is just funny. Oh, there's that rules too. Like, here's the thing: I've been breaking so much Twitch rule on the multi-stream stuff. I don't give a shit anymore. It's like, I'm seeing this thing. Twitch have multi-stream rules actually. I guess this is one of the reason why my Twitch never got any like audience. So like Twitch is just like automated system. It's just like fuck you. It's like you cannot combine the chat together into one spot, one big chat, and you cannot stream. The quality of the stream cannot be higher than the other channel. So if you multi-stream in like YouTube or Cake, okay, the qualities is like you need to stream in 720p, while like the Twitch one need to stream in 1080p. If you stream both in the same quality, you're fucked. I was like, what the fuck with that rule? That is the most stupid, idiotic rule in the world. Basically, you just want people not streaming, okay? In fact, I did the opposite, okay? My YouTube stream is 1080, okay? My YouTube stream is 1080, and then my Twitch stream is 720. Fuck you! Ban me! You know, again, like, this is the funniest shit that I've been, like, going against the TOS on Twitch for so long. I've been shitting on Twitch for so long, and I'm still streaming on Twitch. I just want to see one day that I can, like, get banned from Twitch or not. If you are a moderate small streamers, you will get bonked. But I am just a fucking nobody inside Twitch. Just that fact alone protected me. Like, I'm not sure it's like I got an invisible shield, invincibility shield just by not being famous at all. That is a good thing, I guess. I can just criticize anything I want, just like an old man yelling at a cloud about his back pain. Like, speaking about back pain, I've been having lots of back pain. I'm getting fucking old. Like, again, like in Chinese, here's the thing. Like, Chinese New Year is technically, when we celebrate Chinese New Year, is like Chinese calendars that is like the official, like, our like Chinese age. So technically I am not 31 years old. In Chinese, like, calendars, I'm 30 years old. So the moment Chinese New Year started, I'm starting to have shitloads of back pain. Suddenly, it just surfaced out of nowhere. It's like the timer of my age, like the debuff of getting 30 years old, just like immediately just started. On the moment of the day of a Chinese New Year, I'm starting to have so much back pain. It's so unmanageable that few days. Like, holy shit. Now I have to like do a lot of like physiotherapy stuff to like keep my fucking back straight. It's because like apparently since my mom has scoliosis, like she's doing a lot of like those kind of like, you know, like physiotherapy exercise for the back. So I'm asking her like advice and help teach me how to do it. And she did some massage on me on my back, like see like, yeah, like sometimes some things that you have to like someone pressed it to kind of like do like some chiropractic shit to actually like, you know, relieve the back pain a little bit if it's that bad. So when she do the things on me and she realized that, son, you have scoliosis too. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, your back actually bent to the left. I was like, holy shit, no wonder I have back pain now. Oh, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm actually getting old. Yeah, the moment I hit like 30s, actual like Chinese New Year, Chinese 30, I'm starting to have back pain immediately. Like, holy shit. Either way, it's close to 5. Like I say again, most of my stream is like I treat it like a 9 to 5. Even though I do start my stream late, I do stuff behind the background while I'm working on the stream and stuff. So yeah, I do work around like 9. I did want to eat. Like anyone who go to work, they know like they went to eat like around 11 or 12. Okay, even though they arrive at 10 and then they immediately go to eat. Yeah, I got job before. Speaking about jobs, I suddenly got like email of the income tax stuff. I was like, I work for you only for like 1 fucking week. How do you imagine writing fucking income tax for me? Like, I'm on probations. Like, technically, you should treat me like a gosh dang part timer. Anyway, yeah. It's a very odd things. I do wish like a lot more people that, you know, maybe in the futures, I would open up the server a little bit more for people to play Abiotic, but for now, the current Abiotic server I'm using is just going to play with friends because there's no people response to me, so I'm just going to have it play alone. I'm going to buy another server again if like there are people interested in this particular Abiotic game, because I'm really invested into the game. I really want people to play and experience the games too. Man, back pain. Need to go take a break. I might have to do a lot more exercise in the futures. Like, maybe I will literally do some exercise streaming for the morning stream. Oh shit, my back. I'm really getting old. Thank God I don't have a girlfriend, else I'm gonna disappoint her. One night sessions halfway, I've been up my back. Either way. Alright, Dad. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, guys, stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, stay tuned on the next stream. Bye-bye. Hey, you were dead the whole time! You didn't answer me about the art stuff! Like, do you want your character to have stripe on their suit or not? Because I feel like this guy would wear stripe suit if he have. Technically, all mafia like kind of like have the stripy looking thing there, but yeah. Or you just want like a full pure black suit. I might go for a little bit like not full black, like still like CS black, but not actual black. Those kind of things going on there. Yeah. Either way, let me know next time. Bye-bye.